What's up? You've tuned into the Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Grainger, and this week I have a group that I've had so much fun in the past with, and we're like, let's bring them back. First off, of course, we have the great co-host this week. It's Cortni Richardson. She's in the house, hanging out, of course. And, of course, it's you have one co-host, you got to have two. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Sean D is in the house.
What's up?
Hell yeah. And then our guest this week is the great Saturn Storm Media. Yeah, it's the man. Matty Crull. He's hanging out.
Hey.
Yeah, it's going to be my panel, and this is the greatest people you've ever met, the Funny Bunch. On this week's episode of the Kokomo Press Podcast. Watch it now.
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
Jokes. Courtney's looking at pictures of her butthole right now. I see her.
I don't know.
No, that was her face. My bad. Hey.
Same thing. As far as my penis is.
Yeah. As far as my penis is concerned. It's funny. That's so funny. I've just been happy to have a weekend off. I haven't had like a legit like scheduled weekend, like 2 days in a row off that I haven't had to like force. You know what I mean? I haven't had to fucking...
It's been a long time y'all have been doing that.
I know. They did 90 days of forcing us up to every day a week, and that was such a pain in the ass. And now we're going to have like 12 days off work. You need that back? Mm-hmm. You need to see your face? Mm-hmm. All right. Courtney's like, I need to see me. Hey, see, I just feel like it looks so much better. Like, I don't know everything we did. I mean, other than obviously fixing the sign, but I can just, honestly, I'd much rather just move the sign somewhere else that it could look better.
The dimension looks fine, but I honestly think that it does look a little bit blown out still, though. Yeah. Like, even not just the sign, but like you're kind of flat.
It doesn't right there, though.
Yeah.
That's because it's just the very edge of it. The way those lights, I mean, it's like a...
Yeah.
It's not an LEDs all the way around it. The lights are in the middle, and I don't think the camera is actually on the light itself. I bet if you move the camera just a little bit that way, it would blow it out.
It's because of the direct lighting that's hitting the camera in such a way. Yeah, that's how these things go. Are you all right, Courtney? You still on your phone?
You guys were talking.
She never puts her phone up.
That's what a podcast is.
I was trying to put it on.
People talking.
That's what a podcast is.
Podcast people talking. People are just talking.
You guys are just talking about stuff I don't care about.
Trying to fix a problem that you wanted us to fix. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
I told you how to fix it.
Hey, fix your windscreen.
No, it wasn't. It wouldn't fix anything. Your windscreen
on the mic. It's like
see how it's popping off.
Like popping off, or just take it off. That's
Put the condom on properly.
Is that better?
Is that better?
Is that better?
All right. No.
Yeah. It doesn't really save it that much, to be honest. It doesn't change that much.
I feel like it does. The harshness of like when she was doing like that harshness of that.
Plosives.
Yeah, that's not
plosives. Plosives.
Yeah.
Plosives. Yeah.
I'm gonna use all this in the beginning.
A little bit.
Just the plosives.
T's and S's. Sibilants.
Stop it.
Every good boy deserves fudge.
Yes.
I had to explain to my son, EADGBE. He was like, that's not every good boy deserves. I was like, no, it's not. It's guitar stuff. EADGBE.
He needs to learn.
He's learning. He's fucking around.
Just a couple chords. Doesn't need to be
just a couple of chords. He's trying. I told him, I was like, you have to learn how I learned, and he was like, how's that? And I was like, Christian music.
Okay.
I've heard Christian songs like 6 chords, maybe at the most, maybe 4.
90s alternative is how I learned.
Over and over again, and then they just changed the order for the chorus.
It's 1 5 4 6.
Yeah, over and over and over again.
Or 1 4 1 4
1 3 5 1 1 3 5.
Wow, guys, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
Just because she doesn't understand music,
you told me to be involved.
1 4 6 5. There's a lot of.
Tell us what you think about
it's always
the progressions of chord progressions.
It's great. I love it.
Do you like listening to music?
No.
Let's find common ground. Let's see how many degrees it takes us. So you don't like music theory?
It's not that I don't like music theory, it's I don't know music theory.
Oh, okay.
So I have nothing to include in the conversation.
So you're saying like it.
So I'm trying to be in the conversation, but the only way I can do that is by being a smartass.
Here's a good question.
No.
Do you think that society is better geared towards short men or bi women?
I'm going to say bi women.
I'm saying people like
By women.
bi women are more liked.
Yeah, more socially acceptable, even, I'd say. Honestly, like there's not even a porn category for short guys. You have to start getting into like real short.
Because
Like,
nobody's attracted to short guys. Jesus
Boom.
Christ.
That's what he's trying to get you to say.
I need the boom button. I'm getting my next thing that I do with a podcast is I'm getting a whole thing
Stop
of
trying to
buttons.
sexualize bisexual women.
No, I'm desexualizing them. That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Let me tell you something.
And you're bisexualizing them.
Yeah, you quit actually, most bisexual women are sexualizing. They're actually like objectifying women because they don't really date them or see them.
Objectifying
It's more
women.
about objectifying. I think bi women more
that you're
objectify
crazy.
women than anybody. They're fucking.
I think that we
women.
should stop talking about what your thoughts on bi women.
All right, so you don't like music, huh? You
I don't like music.
It's all right.
That's why I switched it.
don't listen to your car? Bam, music.
Boom, music.
Audiobooks.
Audiobooks? Bam, music.
Bam, music. Audio.
There's music in your voice.
Without audio engineers, there'd be no audio books. Boom. Music.
You don't like art? You play video games, don't you? Boom, art.
Art.
It's like you go to Subway, sandwich artists, they make art. That's art.
Okay, well, next time you play a video game, I expect you to go in and turn off all music.
That's a music. That's a movie reference, but
What is it?
I was referencing This Is the End.
We
This
know.
is the hint.
Go to Subway,
That's
right?
his favorite fucking.
I love that movie.
His most recent favorite comedy, the one we talked about before.
Yeah.
It's so
No, it's
good.
good.
I just watched it
It's a great
recently.
movie.
Yeah, that's like the thing about modern media is that like if you want to watch comedy, we don't watch them as in long form anymore. We switch to like reels and
No, I do.
TikToks and skits. Like I'm talking about in general, like as like
I know.
society wise, which is why I think bi women are actually more.
Well, see, my favorite type of reels is this. It's like I don't even know if it's considered its own like genre or style now, but there's a few pages that I follow and they're like super cinematic, and it's always leading to a most ridiculous punchline.
Yeah.
But they drag it out, so it's always like they're longer, like 4 or 5 minute reels sometimes, and they're just absolutely ridiculous. Like I can't think of even what it is now, but like they. You can tell the production value is so high, and like they lit it up and they film it really well, but it's always like the fucking stupidest skit. Like it's just so stupid, but it's hilarious.
All of our Christmas skits ever.
Yes, it's just like those, yeah. But it's just like over the top, and which actually I saw one recently of like Santa Claus sitting at a bar or something, and it reminded me of something that we would have done. But it was I don't know how to explain it, but it's like my algorithm now is just all of that because I started liking some of those pages, and now on Instagram it's like, oh, you want to watch all of this stuff now? Like it's pretty funny.
You want to know what my Instagram algorithm is?
What is it?
Sexy Down syndrome girls.
Oh yeah. You've now officially become a fucking beer dad. That's like the beer dad algorithm. Like I said, back to objectifying women.
No, those videos, they're kind of like so Evan Breen, that guy. He had the how dare you? Like your moves are weak. Your moves are weak. You're adopted. You know that guy.
Yeah.
That video, I feel like that's what spawned all these other like types of reels now, and like my algorithm is full of them now. It's like these guys that are clearly inspired by like that video specifically, with like the dramatic music and all the craziness, like and the amount of work that goes into it. And it's just such a stupid.
Tim
skit.
Robinson, like it's very Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson too.
It's
yeah.
like obscure. It's absurdist humor.
Yeah.
That like starts as like a skit. Like have you seen the guy? There's a guy that does like all of them, and obviously I don't know the names of any of these guys. So people out there in the world, if you know them, link them in the comments below. We'd really appreciate that. But the guy that does the sandwich thing, and he's like, "Hey man, I made you a sandwich," and he's like, You made me a sandwich?
That guy. That's what I'm talking about.
He's
I was getting ready to
awesome,
look
right?
it up. I'm trying to figure out what the name of that.
He's a
page is
different
called.
guy than the other guy you're talking about, though. They're in the same vein, right?
Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about Evan Breen. I was talking about
Is that the guy that's
the guy with the hat. I made you a sandwich. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate you, dude.
and then
Like that guy.
and then he talks about how he wants to give him head sloppy behind a tree.
Yeah, that guy too. Yeah, it's the same guy.
they're a little bit. Yeah, that's a little different.
Is it?
But,
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
There's a whole group of like a bunch of guys. There's a name. They have a name like Do Not Destroy. Not Do Not Destroy. What's the name of it?
I was trying to. That's what I'm looking up right
Control
now.
Alt Delete. I don't know what they're called, but there's some Please Destroy. Maybe it's called Please Destroy. I think that maybe those are the guys that did a version of that ended up on SNL. Because there was 3 guys that ended up on SNL for a minute that ended up like they had and they're basically like the new age version of Lonely Island, but instead of goofy skits, it was more like fucking absurdist humor like Tim Robinson or Eric Andre and that type of shit. Which, I mean, if we're going to talk a little bit about SNL, I got to bring this up. Did you guys see this earlier today? Fucking Bowen Yang is leaving SNL. Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the reason Shane Gillis got fired and he's leaving. How dare
Oh, is it?
7 seasons. He's not the reason. They actually have a good relationship. I'm just being facetious. But yeah, he got hired the same. So SNL announced like the same week they announced Shane Gillis is hiring that they hired their first ever like Asian cast member, and then it came out that he was like he had said some disparaging thing about Asians. So it was like, so SNL was like, holy shit, we just tried to make ourselves look awesome, and at the same time this guy makes us look bad. Too funny. You're gonna take forever to find this, aren't you? Let's figure it out.
Oh, sorry, no,
He was like, oh no, I was looking for.
He started playing Pokemon.
I just started watching reels.
no. I'm actually I was searching for it, but it's not going to matter.
Just sitting here, and all of a sudden we just hear dun dun dun. Dun, 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 dun,
I realized that by the time I get to it, it's not going to matter anyway. But it's just bothering me now that I can't.
Sean, remember. You like some weird shit on TikTok?
Yeah, Sean hasn't said shit. Talk.
Yeah, I do actually. I think we need to have a class action lawsuit against Tylenol. Yeah, last night I spent 3 hours watching TikToks about a vintage lighter store.
Because of Tylenol? A vintage lighter store? Like,
that's what made me autistic. That's what.
Like fucking butane? Like butane lightning? Like lighters?
Like lighters, like table lighters, like from the 1940s. Like
table lighters?
Yeah, it's like what the rich people would like put on their tables back in the 40s and 50s, and they'd use it to light their cigars, their incense.
Shit, I didn't even know that existed. That's how fucking far done you said it like so matter of factly, like, oh yeah, of course a table lighter, you dumbass.
They're just
nobody.
I didn't know what that was either. Yeah.
It's
table lighter, it just meant like the
like the things that hold the cigarettes.
Oh, so you guys
and stuff,
aren't.
like,
So thanks for confirming I'm autistic.
Did your mom smoke in the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched a documentary one time on a font.
My mom smoked in the car.
A documentary.
Windows up.
Yeah, that was true. What you watched a documentary on like Helvetica, specifically Helvetica.
There's
comedic in nature.
No,
it was just like
it's like an hour and a half documentary on the font Helvetica and how its influence on society. Like so, yeah, I'm right there.
Is that the one that? Okay, so I might have watched this as well. Is this the one where they talk about it happened during like the early Depression, like that era?
Yeah.
And it's an interesting.
It's a really cool thing, yeah. But it turns out that you don't realize that font is literally everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's where it started and stuff. And this was like 10 years ago when I watched it. But
it's crazy.
But I get you. I feel you because
I get those YouTube videos.
I saw it and I was like, I mean, I don't think it's a secret. I'm a pothead. I'm like, oh, that would be so awesome. Have somebody come over and be like, look at this lighter.
I watched a 2-hour-long ad that was like this story about this woman that was she was part of the Wolf Clan. And then she got kicked out when she was a child. This is like, it was like an ad. I don't know.
An ad for what?
One of those ads for those apps that you like read stories. You know what I'm talking about because you watched them too.
Oh, the dramas that never lead anywhere. Yeah.
Like, and they're like calling her a stupid bitch and slapped her in the face. I was like,
I hate them too, but like for some reason they grab me in.
They do because
they're designed to do that.
They're so like evil.
I went on YouTube and found the whole rest of it.
I did too. I did the same thing. There was one that I was watching. I was like, what the hell? So I went to YouTube and like I actually found this whole thing, and it's just like it's basically soap opera
she
at
was
this point, but it's
with
so
this
bad.
Guy's baby, and she found out it was a king pup and all this other stuff.
You guys are watching the TikTok version of like a fucking what are those Tubi movie? It's like a TikTok Tubi movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched. There was only one that I ended up looking up and watching, but like I just couldn't stop watching, and I'm like, and afterward I was just like, am I retarded? What's going on here? Like, well, how did it get me? I thought I was better than this. But
I started telling him about it. He's like, oh my god, I've seen it.
I watched the same thing.
It was the same one.
It was this guy that was like, he met this girl, and then like he was supposed to meet a blind date, and she showed up instead, and then they got talking. It turns out he's like some kind of like government connected guy.
Are any of the people Russian?
No.
Every once in a while I get one, and he'll be like Mr. Stroganoff or whatever the fuck his name is. And he'd be like, do we have beef? All right, okay.
Yes.
It's so stupid, but it's just like I couldn't stop.
Yeah,
and I know it's designed to do that, and I'm just like I'm mad that I fell for it.
At work, at work, it's funny because when I was on the other side of the assembly people at the job that I work at that you're not allowed to know about. When I was on the other side, I was like, these guys are constantly just watching videos. Like I was like, how the fuck do they work and watch it? And then I found out that that's the only thing you can do when you're working. So videos is the easiest, but TikTok sucks because it will loop it into infinity. So if I get caught on a bad one while I'm in the middle of something, oh shit, dude, I'll just be like, okay. The worst is when it's an ad, when you're just stuck on an ad and it's like betdsi.com, click here, and I'm like, and then it'll just keep doing it over and over again. And by the time I look back, it won't even be the ad anymore. It'll be like the click on thing. It'll just be the thing on the screen.
Yeah. I actively stay off of TikTok though. Instagram Reels is basically just the same thing though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Facebook. I have different algorithms for different. That's the cool thing. The thing is, if we had one algorithm, you would just be fed the same thing all the time. But every single, if I go to Shorts, it's one algorithm. If I go to
I stopped using TikTok.
I haven't stopped
because I followed too many people that I knew, and every time I'd see a video, I felt like they would know that I watched it and didn't like it.
Yeah.
So my entire algorithm just turned into my friends' videos, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, don't they have a separate tab now, right? For friends.
I don't know. I gave up on it.
Yeah, they have friends and for.
Well, now they have a separate tab. It's for you and friends. I stay out of friends most of the time unless I'm
unless you're looking for
they know.
that.
Yeah, because it tells you. It's like Snapchat. It's like, they read your profile.
Well, technically, they only can tell if you turn it on where you can tell. Does that make sense? There's a button that you press that says you'll show them that you saw it if you can, but then you can see who viewed your stuff.
I'll show you more. If you can show me yours.
Exactly. That's the version of it. It's funny because you don't actually have to. For a while, I had it turned off, and then I finally turned it on because I was like, "Who's been snooping?" Because they'll trick you. They'll be like, "Somebody recently saw your profile."
Oh yeah.
But we won't tell you who it is unless you click this little button.
I don't even have an algorithm on TikTok, so the only reason I had it on my phone is because people would always send me TikToks.
It was me.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can't watch them, and I started watching, and then I was like, this is so stupid. But the problem is my algorithm is probably really stupid because most of the people, it's not just you, but there's certain people that's the only interaction we have is they send me to TikTok.
Oh, I have those people too.
And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I click on it, and I watch it for 3 seconds. I'm like, this is stupid. Why would you think I would enjoy this? Do you not know me at all? Because this is completely not in my interest at all. So I just turn it off. And it happens 90% of the time. It's like I shut it off in 5 seconds because I'm like, this is stupid. Why would you send me this? So my algorithm is probably stupid shit that I don't care about. So
double refresh. That's how you can get your algorithm to go to newer things that it wants to see if you.
He really does know TikTok.
I'm chronically on TikTok,
and that is TikTok tips with Sean D. Just kidding.
I don't really care to, honestly. I spend more time on Instagram and Reddit most of the time anyway. And my Instagram reels are awesome because they're they're that absurdist shit that I'm talking about there, and then it has video games and wrestling and baseball, and I'm like, I don't need anything else.
I get a ton of music ones that I end up sending. If I see one, it'll be rare, but I don't see. I have this weird type of relationship with some people where they're like, oh, you're a comic, I'm gonna send you funny stuff all the time, which is cool. I'm okay with it but if I don't respond, don't be mad. That's my thing is sometimes I watch it, I'm like, okay. Sometimes
the problem
I have people where the entire conversation is just them sending me a bunch, and then I'll send them one every once in a while.
The problem with those
and I love it. I'll watch them and I heart react them, but I don't have anything to say about it.
Well, yeah, I get that same thing. The problem is just like that. Oh, you're a comedian hero. I found this funny, but it's normies, if you know what I mean, mainstream people, I get that shit with guitars.
Shit that's already on your For You page.
Oh my god, check this out! And it's that's the lamest thing I've ever seen. If you were an actual musician, you wouldn't think it's cool. You know,
that's how I felt.
But I don't want to be that guy.
I'm never sending him a band.
And you were so excited about everything.
Okay, example. I'm a video game retro collector, right? So a few years ago, there was this post going around of a giant. Somebody put Switch Joy-Cons on the side of their TV. Yeah. You remember seeing that?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, it's a giant Switch. I literally, no joke, I was sent that post over 20 times to people that I don't talk to at all. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I bet you'd see this. Yeah, I saw it 3 years ago.
Maddie sent me one. Maddie sent me
so annoying.
The most recent reel Maddie sent me, because we don't do this to each other. Like,
I only do it when it's like relevant.
Before this one, it was 2024, so that's how far away. Yeah. This one was November, and it was, I think I saw you in my sleep when your friend says you were in my dream last. And it was like, so it's like a
it's a lot of spew.
So he was like, this dude's gonna like, and he was right. It was very fun.
It's different when if I send you something, it's because it's something we've talked about, or I know.
Yeah,
I'm not just going to be like, oh, look at this. This guy's a comedian too. Look, he likes what you like. He tells jokes. You tell jokes. Here you go. Like, no, there's so many more layers to this shit. And it's like, it's usually like past coworkers that I worked with, that don't really know me, and like they'll just send me a bunch of crap. Like, they're not going to watch this, so it doesn't matter. But there's so many people like that. One of the guys actually I talked to recently, he came into Rally House and I talked to him, and like, his entire history, I'm not going to name his name, but you know who he is.
Yeah.
But our entire history is him sending me reels and TikToks, and I literally blocked him on Instagram because I got fucking tired of the reels that he sent me because they don't pertain to me at all.
Yeah.
You don't know me. Why do you think I would think this is funny? And I just got tired of like ignoring them, so I blocked him. I never responded or liked any of them.
Relationship means less than me than anything.
I'm an asshole. Apparently.
I don't blame you. No, I sent you an audio engineer one on December 9th too, but it's a TikTok. It was like a audio engineer because it was like something we had talked about. So it has something to do with what it makes.
That's not the same. It's we know each other well. We know each other well enough that you knew that I would enjoy it, and it's not just like.
Like, Maddie, tell us. This is the court of Maddie's appeals of TikTok/Reels.
How you play guitar? Here's a guy playing guitar.
Yeah.
What? Like, no, I don't care.
Look at this guy. He's playing the guitar, and it's like just a guy playing like chords.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like a hipster asshole saying this shit, but like, come on. If you don't really know me, then don't really do this. Like when we send stuff back and forth, like even when I send you stuff, it's because I know your humor, and I know that you'll think it's funny.
Yeah.
There's one video that we have sent back and forth 3 times that we forgot about.
She sends it to me, and then a couple weeks later I send it back, and then she's like, "Didn't you already send this?" And then a couple weeks later she sends it back to me because it keeps popping up in the algorithm, and we have a similar humor in that way. Like certain things just hit both of our humor, and so like that's why I send it to you.
It's almost like that's you guys are dating or something.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, or if it's either something we've talked about recently, or I just know that you like absurdist ridiculousness.
Yeah.
And so
you guys, this is kind of a little on topic, a little off. You guys know who Caleb Huron is? You guys probably know who he is, right?
I know who he is.
Nope.
Okay, did you watch that? So I sent a reel or a TikTok to the group, and he's on Stavi's podcast, and they're doing like a call-in, and this guy's like, yo, like, did you watch that? You probably didn't watch it. But there was a video he sent in, but his name's Caleb Huron, and he took over my algorithm on TikTok, like, because he's a comic, but he's like super gay and catty and hilarious. He's like,
yeah, I did. I think
super fat guy, but he's so fucking funny and not trying to change, which is great. I love that he doesn't give a fuck about being hot or nothing. He's like, nah, the people still make my cheeks hurt. But he's just very, very funny. The only fucking Dustin Huddleston reminds me of him. Like they have a very like similar, like very like funny but catty vibe to them. And I sent them one because he was on Stavi's World podcast, and Stavi was on Come Down. You guys know I like Stavi, and so he was on that and on Stavi's World, people will call in and ask for advice, and he'll give like, so it's very similar to WAP or something. And so the guy called in and he was like, yeah, I got a question. Every time my girl goes out with her friend's man buys them their food and their drinks and stuff.
Yeah, I did watch it.
And now when I go out with my girl and her friend, she expects me to buy shit for, and Caleb's like response was, the whole reason I'm telling you this is because I watched too much of this guy's shit that now I started getting ads for like how to douche your butthole before you have sex. So now like my TikTok algorithm thinks I'm a gay man.
Hell yeah.
Like the fucking.
You went to a drag show.
I'm gay man now.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been to many drag shows, and they're awesome.
It was before the drag show, but yeah.
You didn't have an algorithm when you went to a drag show.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
That may have affected it.
How do you know what stuff he was?
It's actually been a while since I've been. It's probably been 8 or 9 years, probably. Yeah. So it's been a minute. I'd like to go to another one.
Did you have a confused boner, or was that just Sean? Hey,
I didn't have it.
It was a medium boner.
You said something to Dustin the other day that made me laugh. You were like, what did you say?
It was the first time I'd ever been, so I didn't know what to expect. Me, Cortni, and Jordan went together, and I'm a straight man. I think I said to Dustin that I was a cisgender male, but I'm a straight man, and
cisgender has nothing to do with your sexuality.
It's just
go on.
A straight cisgender male.
There you go.
It's just I felt a little uncomfortable, but I was amazed by all the pageantry and like how cool it was.
Do you remember when I leaned over to you and I said, Sean's having the worst time?
I actually wasn't. It was cool.
I don't even think you said a worst time. I think you said Sean's over here like, what the fuck did they drag me to?
If you didn't know what you were getting into, it can definitely be a shock to the system.
Yeah.
It's like, what is happening now?
So I in my head it was something different. Like I thought they like dressed in drag and then they did their own, like it was like a drag talent show. That was what I was
like they
thinking.
just stayed on stage and did their own thing. Like
yes,
yeah.
No, they go out in the crowd. It's very interactive.
Yes.
It's very different.
It's kind of like drag stripping.
Yeah.
I kind of showed it a minute ago. This is our good friend Dustin Huddleston, aka
Anita Dalla.
Very, very awesome. I do have a couple pictures of Anita at the show. You got to check it out. Very, very fun. Oh, did I even show it to people? Probably didn't.
Nope.
Sorry, my bad. But this is them right there. Anita Dalla. It was a fun show. It was at the Dive in Peru, Indiana, is the name. But what's the name of the actual venue? It's like Streakers or Stakers. Streakers? Streamers?
I don't remember.
Strikers? We both saw. It's on my shit somewhere.
Streamers,
it's a really.
strikers,
So they have they have escape rooms, which is fucking cool.
It's an escape room place.
Streepers Entertainment.
Streepers.
You guys can kind of see it on there.
But I've always wanted to go to an escape room. Never been.
But they have multiple escape rooms. But they also do have a bar that you can like do events in, and something we talked about. Like maybe we should do like some version of a show in there at some point.
I think we should go do the escape room.
The stage would be really cool to use.
I want to see who fights who.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sean was talking about I didn't know what to expect when I got sent to the drag show because he was dragged to a drag show. It was funny though.
I think Cortni's right. We don't do enough team building activities. It's all work and no play for the Kokomo Press.
Team building. So what you're
Literally
saying is
just explained it. What we did.
just find a destruction room.
You're right. You're actually right. We did go to a drag
Let's do
show.
that instead.
What are those? They're not. What are they called? Not destruction.
The break room.
Break. Oh,
you go in and just break everything.
Yeah.
I would fucking love that.
What are those
man.
called? There's a good name.
There's a name for it, but I can't think of it.
It's not an
Smash room or
anger
something?
room.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I think it is something like that. Either way, yeah, you go in and
Your
break
childhood
everything.
room.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. I have so much pent up anger from living with this bitch.
It's just so. It's just weird to be like, hey, can I buy
could be
something
funny,
to
yeah.
fucking break? You have to buy
It's not
like the
even
things
funny.
to break.
What do you?
I found out.
Yeah, you have to pay for the stuff that you break.
Well, what's the point of the?
You pay like a certain amount of money for as much as the stuff you get to break. Like you can have a TV if you pay an extra $200 or
That's
something.
stupid. I thought it was just old as shit, and they were just like, you pay the money and come in and break stuff.
Well,
if I'm going to do that, I'll just do that in my
but,
backyard.
you
Like,
could
what the fuck?
It's packages of like you can have this much stuff, or you can have this much stuff, or this
that's lame.
much.
That's lame.
And this one includes a TV.
Let's just go to a.
I mean, we can just go get some shit and break it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I
go to a
got lots
landfill.
of stuff.
If we're paying for the shit, I'm just going to go buy it and do it at home. I'm not going to pay them extra
Dollar
to
Tree,
do it
let's
at their
go buy
house.
some plates. Remember we did that in your basement?
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
We were like, we broke so much shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Lauren was so mad.
Yeah.
You broke shit.
It was like a whole. Well, why did we do that?
I don't know.
It was okay. Yeah, me and my ex-wife, we had just moved into that house, and I don't remember why there was a giant stack of like dishes, plates and shit, and we were just in the basement smashing them,
throwing them on the floor.
I don't remember why though. Why did we do that?
I don't know.
But yeah, she was really mad, but who knows?
What an activity.
It was fun.
There was a reason we did it, but I don't remember. I mean, they're not a good reason.
We didn't
but
need them anymore, and she wanted us to just throw them away. And I was like, why would we not break them?
That's true. Yeah,
that is fun. It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, there was nothing in the basement at the time. It was before we finished it, and we were getting ready to finish it anyway. And I was like, we'll just break them down here, and then we sweep it up. It'd be easy. Why not?
Right? Because we have the best ideas.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, I've got lots of plates.
Yeah, there's some plates that we can fuck around with. Well, I do want to talk about this a little bit.
Rage room.
Rage room. This whole fucking time was like it's like a synonym with anger.
Well, fuck rage rooms. And they make you pay for all the stuff. That's stupid.
Yeah, fucking.
Let's go to a landfill and find stuff to break. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just going to GTA and go on a fucking spree.
We
like
could just
a
go
regular
break
person.
into somebody's house and break shit.
My son had a basketball game today at the Carver Center, and last year, I remember at the end of the year, they were like, we're going to stop doing high school leagues because you kids won't quit fighting, because the kids kept like trying to fight. Like they see what they see on the if somebody gets knocked down too hard, the other kid runs up. It's the same. It's literally they're pantomiming the NBA.
Yeah,
what it is. They're like, oh, let's fucking we're the world is my stage. And so this happened again today. And when I walked in, the first thing I saw was they had a cop in there. They had like a guy out of uniform but had like the bulletproof vest on, had a gun, and he was like in there and had his badge, and it was like it's like a show force, just to be like, if you guys act crazy, We got
I'm going to shoot you.
The blue line's here.
Shoot a bunch of kids.
Yeah, we're going to kill some black kids in the Carver Center. All right. No, but it was like they had a cop in there, and he was really fucking nice. Like, no, he was real nice. He was giving my son a lot of compliments. He was like, "You're really good." That's what I appreciated. But at the same time, it was a very weird thing for me because when the kids start, you know what I mean? It's like, we have a cop in here all of a sudden. I was like, then we just do these protests. I thought we didn't want them around. I thought we said fuck them. No, but the funniest thing was at one point he's walking. He's walking to the chair that because he moved his chair from one side of the room to the other. He's walking in from one side, and he comes in and he has popcorn and he has his gun on the side. And I'm like, imagine and I looked over at my ex-wife who's there, and I was like, imagine he one of the kids starts like pulls out a gun and he goes to grab his gun and like the fucking popcorn he flips everywhere and he's like I was like, and he had like a beard and like he was dressed in civvies and had like long hair, and I was like, this guy thinks he's in fucking Grand Theft Auto. So like we were just but he was sweet as hell. But it's just funny to see the lengths you have to go to just to have high schoolers play basketball, I guess.
That seems a little excessive.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, I bet the Kokomo games they have a shit ton of cops though. Let's be honest. Like a high school, literal.
The cops
high school
are probably
game.
just there to watch the game.
Yeah, well, they like if you go to like a Pacers game, they have actual cops there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But that's because if the Pistons coming down, we're ready for round two.
Oh, dude, we went to the was it Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. I went with Dustin Halupa. Yeah, and we went to the White Sox. It was in the White Sox field, but it was a crosstown rivalry, Cubs versus White Sox. Yeah. Well, the White Sox field is on the south side of Chicago, which if you know anything about the south side of Chicago, it's a little rowdy. Yeah. And we had to take a shuttle because the parking lots were full, so we had to park in another parking lot, and they had a free shuttle taking us back and forth. So anyways, so me and Dustin are hanging out. First time I've ever hung out with this dude in real life, by the way. Like, I had met him a few times, and we talk online and stuff, and we, whatever. But I never hung out with him, but he's like, hey, you want to go to a Cubs game? I'm like, fuck yeah. Yeah. So anyways, so we get there, and after the game, we have to wait on our bus to get back to the other parking lot. And we're just hanging out, and like, well, actually, during the game, there were like 3 fights that broke out in the stands because it's Cubs and White Sox, and it's just there's a constant rivalry going on. But anyway, so then we were out waiting on this bus, and we just hear this crazy something happening on the other side of the porta potties, and we go over there, and there's like 5 dudes beating the shit out of this one guy right there. No cops anywhere. It was crazy, and I'm like, this is where they need cops, like because you were talking about they have them at Pacers game, like you need them outside the stadium right here because we were like 50 feet from the stadium, and like this dude is getting like he's fucking bleeding like crazy, and then it's like the cops finally did show up. They showed up on like a golf cart, there's a couple cops there, and everybody took off, and I don't think they ever found out who it was or anything, but this dude literally had to be stretchered out like after the game because he was like blood covering his face, and like the whole time we couldn't really see because it was dark. We couldn't really tell what was going on. I was like, man, I hope those are White Sox fans being assholes. They were Cubs fans. I was like, damn it, they were beating up one White Sox fan. Like,
well, Jesus. I will say this. You're talking about crosstown Cubs versus White Sox. You see the cops show up a little late. You're on the south side. Yeah. They're in a golf cart. And that's par from the course.
Oh, Jesus. Right. You've been waiting for that. You heard that one line. You're like,
I was like, I gotta say that stupid joke.
But when that happened, like the ambulance pulled up and like they had to literally stretch him out. So like the whole road was blocked. So we were there for like an extra hour and a half waiting on this bus because the bus couldn't get through.
How inconvenient, right?
Yeah. I know. And I'm like, man, this guy's hospitalized. Like, man, he's a White Sox fan. Fuck him. It's like I don't know.
Fuck them White Sox fans.
It was crazy though. Like how it just literally like
who won? Who won the game?
Cubs.
Yeah, of course. Of course, this last year for sure.
Oh, the White Sox are terrible. They had like the second worst record in history or something last year. Like it's insane.
I mean, it's like the Midwest, man. We either have really good teams or really bad teams.
Yeah, Cubs were really good this year. They made it all the way to the NLDS.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for the Gary Berries. That's for sure. Something I'm excited about the
Gary Berries.
Yeah, that's a crazy story.
I keep hearing people talk about that up in.
Well, I mean, apparently they've been trying to get this new stadium. Soldier Field sucks, and they're trying to get a new stadium built in Arlington Heights. Well, I guess the city up there is just not like.
So we're the Kokomo Chubs, and they're the Gary Berries.
Well, I mean, the Creek Chicago Creek Chubs, the Chubbies, but yeah, they talked about trying to move them, and they said it's not for leverage purposes, but it feels like it's for leverage purposes. I don't think there's a way to win with that. Very, very awkward situation.
Well, it's crazy because like there's been talks about the White Sox moving out of Chicago too, because like the attendance is so down, and honestly that field is a piece of shit field. Like it was a dump. Like it was just nothing. Everything was.
Did it used to be called Comerica? Am I crazy?
Yeah, it was Comerica, and then it was something else before that too, and then it was Guaranteed Rate Field. Now it's just called Rate Field.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what the?
They can't guarantee it anymore.
Yeah.
And it was named after like a phone company at one point as well. Yeah. But anyways, they've been talking about the same kind of thing because the White Sox suck so bad and they can't get attendance and everything. And,
I don't think that city's big enough for 2 fucking teams. Let's be honest. Like,
Chicago's pretty big. I mean,
but the location of it being like on the south side, like you can't get white people to come out. White people will not come out.
Maybe that's what it is.
Comerica Park.
Well, it's in a terrible neighborhood, like area. It's like right off of the highway coming into Chicago and stuff, and it's like, I mean, you probably only need Wrigley to be honest, but I mean that's the north side, the north end.
Parking would be so bad if there was only one team.
Oh, it's already that bad. Wrigley's right in the middle of neighborhoods. There's no parking there.
It would get so much worse.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was funny because the argument they were making about not moving it to Indiana was they're like, well, there's not enough infrastructure. And I'm like, if you build it, if you know anything about baseball, if you build it, they will come. All right. Yeah.
I'd be so torn though if the White Sox came here because I'd be like, it's Indiana, so I feel like I need to be a fan of them, but I'm like, no, I can't. I just can't.
Can't we just get rid of? Like, let's just change the name. Like, if they move here, I don't want it to be the.
Can't we all just get along in like all the baseball teams?
No, I refuse.
Can't all the baseball teams exist?
It's like the Athletics moved out of Oakland. They're in like Vegas now, or they're in Sacramento now. They're going to Vegas.
Yeah.
But right now they don't have they don't even have a field until like 2028 or something. So like literally they're playing at like a minor league field in Sacramento because it's just because Oakland completely dropped the ball. So it's insane.
Well, I mean they've had that issue a lot with a lot of sports. I mean, that's why the Raiders left. Yeah. You said, what else did you say? You're talking about who? What team?
The A's.
Oakland. Yeah. Now it's going to be the Vegas Rays? They're
going to be Las Vegas. I think
they're still going to keep A's?
They might change the name. I don't know.
I guess they go to the V's.
Yeah. Well, it's A's Athletics.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, but like that team has such like crazy history and like rich history with Ricky Henderson and everything else. Like, I don't know that they would want to change it. I don't know. Las Vegas Athletics doesn't really sound right.
No, it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, speaking of words that work in Vegas, we do have an upcoming show.
Hey, nice flyer.
The North End Pub on January.
I'll be the judge of that.
Right. January 2nd. I don't know if I can make it. Yeah, it's not going to do what I want.
I put the date in the wrong spot, didn't I?
No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. January 2nd in Lafayette at the North End Pub. If you haven't been there before, come on out. We're going to have Stratton Smith, Steve, and O'Reilly are going to be co-headlining that show. Crystal Evans, Caleb Sample, Nick Burris, who's a local Lafayette comic. Adam Garner's going to be hosting, and of course, Lensferatu, aka Cortni Richardson, will be there.
I'll be there.
This flyer was done by Saturn Storm Media. So if you like this flyer, which I've got a lot of compliments already about this flyer, and I told them, I was like, hit up Saturn Storm.
Did they say, hey, that circle's crooked?
No, that's exact. No, there was only one person that said that, and that person has also tasted your nuts.
Yeah, about hour and a half ago. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. I had fun with the flyer, even though it took me like a fucking week and a half to do.
Did you have fun with that too?
Yeah, I was going to ask, which is more fun.
Oh, yeah.
What was funner? Hey.
Anyways, so January 2nd.
Speaking of things that are wobbly, Matt's nuts.
Oh, no. It is now, yeah.
Well, they're always one of them's a little bit,
in case your legs can,
your balls.
They have to go like this, otherwise they would just smash.
6, 7. All right. I kept doing that to my son every time. So he had 3 fouls in basketball, and so anytime he gets a foul, I was like, oh, it's a good foul because he hits them fucking hard. He's big, he's a big kid now. Mm-hmm. He was hitting the kids hard, and they were falling down hard, and they were shooting their free throw, and they all missed him. And every time they'd miss, I'd get up and go, and he'd be like, it's just, I don't know.
Okay, so I know where the 6-7 comes from the song, but where does this come from?
Exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop, you find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it. We will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop. So the original 6'7" came from. It was just a kid. It comes from the song, but it's not from the song. It's from a kid.
I know the meme came back, but where does this come from? What does that mean?
Like, so it was literally at a basketball game, and a kid like shot a free throw, missed it, or shot a shot and missed it, and then it panned over there, and he was like 6'7", and that was.
I don't get it. I just want to understand. I don't understand.
It's just like with anything.
I'm so old. I'm like yelling at clouds.
It's like Vines or like old Greg or any of that shit. They're all goofy shit. Sense. Yeah, it's not about making sense. It's about the generation enjoying doing stupid shit.
When we were that age, we had a lot of stupid shit, and I agree. There was stupid shit that didn't make any sense, but at least was funny. Like, what does this even mean? Like, I don't.
It's funny to them.
Yeah, I don't know why though. I just want to understand. I'm an old man. I just want to understand.
It's to make you mad.
I'm not mad about it. I just.
It's like, did you ever heard the Who's on First and all that shit?
Oh yeah.
Like, that's not funny to me. They thought that was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I think it's great.
I think it's a cool piece of American history like that like it works really well on as like a radio because you don't see anything. Yeah. It's a non-visual joke. That's the whole point of it. But nowadays that joke doesn't mean as much because we have visual media more than we have audio media in that way. So when you explain to a kid like Who's on First, like to them they're like, I don't understand. What the fuck are you talking? I can just watch the game. Like they're like, what do you?
I get that.
Back then we listened to so much that it's almost like a product of the time. And
I understand that things evolve. Yeah. I'm not saying it's. I just want to get it. I don't get it at all. I just because the difference is I understand that, and I understand that it is before our time, and I understand that it's whatever. But at least it's clever. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is
for the medium? The 6'7" thing is it's
not clever. It's not funny. All it is it's literally just a meme. It's just a trend. And
it's like any meme.
I don't know.
Like any meme. It just doesn't.
I'm an old man. I'm just an old man.
I think that's where it's like. So it's like we're talking about absurdist humor, like things that like get us that's so stupid.
But it's humor.
People. But for us, it's humor. But to them, the absurdity
humor
of it.
Objective.
The absurdity for them is the fact that that what's interesting, what makes them laugh, is that we don't get it. That's what they like about it.
I know, and I think that's what bothers me. It's like Ryan Johnson saying, subvert expectations just to subvert expectations, just because it's like it's annoying to me. Like, come on, have some, not integrity, but like. I don't know.
Some purpose.
Have some substance. You know what I mean? Like
that's hard.
Don't do it just to annoy. Because we were rebellious when we were that age too. But it was the adults don't get this. Let's just say random shit. Like no, it was like. I don't know.
Yeah, but we all did the suck it thing, and it's kind of the same thing. Like, they understood what that meant.
At least it meant something.
We did that.
Or the Scary Movie, like,
just to annoy people.
Like, that was annoying as hell too.
Well, Scary Movie was parodying a Budweiser commercial, so yeah. That's what. Yeah.
For them, it's just anytime 6'7" pops up, they get excited and they think it's funny. And to them, it's like those two numbers together. But like 69 back in the day for us. Whew.
But 69 meant something.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. There's a meaning behind it. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I was
gonna do a meme like on the page. I didn't do it, but I was gonna do a meme on the page where it was like kids that are bored. And it was going to say next week it's going to be 69 degrees and kids being like bored. And then they're like, actually, it's bad for the environment if it's 69 degrees in December. We got fucking climate change. And then it's like next week it's going to be 6'7". Then be like, oh, just excited because like it just because it's 6'7", they don't care about the environment anymore. It's just it's so stupid to me, but it is funny. I got to the point. I've subverted it even more. Now I do it so much to my kids that they get annoyed. They're like, Dad. So now I've turned that on their head. So like I do it to my son at a basketball game.
It's not even that I'm annoyed by it. I don't get angry about it. I don't get annoyed. Well, honestly, we did it the whole time on the hex set. Every time because we would count up the sound. Kibbles was running sound, and he would yell out. Because you put it on the clapper and stuff. And every time he'd get to like 65, and everybody's like, oh. And he's like 66, 67. Everybody went crazy with it.
Well, that's the fun of it. Is something that it's like an inside joke between everybody.
But it's not inside because it's everyone. That's the difference.
I know, but it's fun. Like I know a bunch of people at work that I've talked to about like. I don't care.
It's an outside joke, if anything.
Why are you so upset about it?
You're missing my point. I literally just said I'm not upset about it. I'm not angry. I just want to understand. I want to understand the meaning behind it.
Filibuster over 6'7".
Okay, suck it meant something. 69 meant something. Everything, it all meant something. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree with you in that.
And there is humor is subjective. I get that. But it's just two numbers, and it's just like
here's
the fact that they think it's all an inside joke and it's not.
Let me give you one example.
They're stupid kids. Like,
let me give one example of a version of what we had. That's very similar.
I was getting ready to ask you. Give me an example of something.
SpongeBob. You know that isn't there a number one in SpongeBob where it's like, you know, it's better than 3 or whatever, and it's like 4.
Yeah, but the difference is...
But there's no actual humor in that. It's literally the absurdity of them thinking that's funny.
It's okay. It's the way that it's the characters thinking.
That's what it is.
The thing is, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember exactly
what it is either, but it's something like that.
It's not just the fact that that's what they say. It's the way that it's written that the characters think it's stupid, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this is just like... Where does that even come from? You know what I mean? Like it's not
them taking. It's basically like a real life version of that, though, in a way, because like they thought it was funny just to, you know, it's better, and then they're like 6, 7. So to me,
I get it, but
and I think the way that it's weird that it got caught. I think the initial idea of it catching on was weird. I was like, how the fuck did that catch on? Yeah. Because I think it was the song that helped ignite it, and then on top of that, then you have. All the crazy shit that happens that adults are so stupid, like they are, like us, the media is so stupid that anytime something like they're at a basketball game, I saw something, they took a bunch of like middle schoolers to a basketball game and the score was like almost, and then they hit 6-7 and the kids went crazy. And of course that makes the fucking news now. That's they're like, oh, tonight in funny news, like kids go crazy. And then kids see that and they're like, oh, we can get people's attention. Yeah. And then it just perpetuates.
So you're saying these kids are SpongeBob characters?
They are. They grew up like that's their parents.
It's because they grew up on the internet. It's
I love SpongeBob, and I think
I don't know
the humor in that is the fact that they're so stupid.
Yeah.
So these kids want to be stupid,
exactly,
and that's my thing. Like they want to be stupid, so we're like, oh, they're so stupid, you know.
or it's more of like they want to annoy people. I think that's part of it.
I'm not even annoyed by it, really. I'm not like
not you, but like a parent.
He's not really annoyed by it.
Well,
I'm just trying to
say they would say rage bait.
Hold on,
yeah, rage bait. Yeah.
Here's the thing: I'm not annoyed, and I'm not upset about it, and I'm not whatever. I just want to get it. The reason I'm talking about it is because this is a podcast. Is what we do. We talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just
so he's not annoyed, but he keeps talking about it. Like we're talking about.
It's kind of like he's scared of pickles. He won't.
I'll let you guys know where we're at. 6-7 minutes. All right. We talked about this for 6.
I wanted to understand this because that reminded me of remember the movie Major League?
Yeah.
Major League 2. You'll know marbles. You know, it's like it's balls there. So
like, the kid was like 6-7.
So every time someone does this, that's how I think of marbles. You know, that's the fucking Japanese guy. Marbles.
And then when he fucking finally hits the home run after all that, fuck you, and he like throws that little god that he's praying to.
Yeah, Jobu.
Hey, listen, I'm also on a podcast, so I'm just trying to argue back.
Did you like the Cubs before you saw that?
I just want to say something.
That was Cleveland, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's Cleveland. What movie? Oh no, fucking Rookie of the Year, and the arm is Cubs, and then Angels in the outfield. Every team deserves a fucking movie, right?
The Twins made Little Big League. Yeah. That was a great movie.
I thought you were talking about Stacia again.
No, I've been a Cubs fan my entire life.
Yeah,
like I was my grandpa, the one with the gigantic gloves that he gave me.
I did not think you were going to say gloves.
Hands.
Yeah. No, you said that.
The big metal, or not metal, leather. Leather ones.
Yeah, I have these giant leather gloves, and every time I put them on, she thinks I'm like a murderer or something. But I got them from.
Are you going to choke me?
Well, it's because they're leather and they're like wool lined. They're like the warmest, best gloves I've, you know. But anyways, I got this from my grandpa who died, actually, no, that's my other grandpa. Never mind. My grandpa on my dad's side, he died when I was younger, but he was a huge Cubs fan, and my dad was a huge Cubs fan. All my uncles are huge Cubs fans. Like it's just in the family.
Yeah,
they took me to my first Cubs game when I was 6. And that was actually the year that Rookie of the Year came out.
Yeah,
so like
it was even more like That movie was so good. Roland Gardner, Rosenberger,
Funky
Butt
Muffin.
To his first Cubs game when he was 6.
Oh,
I did.
Oh,
I went to my first game ever. I went to White Sox versus the Mariners, and I just wanted to see Ken Griffey Jr. So I was a huge Ken Griffey Jr. But Frank Thomas was on the team, and that was pretty cool just to see Frank Thomas. He was on the White Sox. I think.
Yeah,
it was. I mean,
Ichiro would have been an Ichiro too on the Mariners.
No, it was before Ichiro. I want to say I was in like 3rd or 4th grade or something.
Oh, okay,
I was very young. I did like everything cool in my life when I was a kid happened when I was in like grade school, and then I didn't do shit in middle school or high school because my family was
Same.
Like it was like my grandparents.
When I was a kid, we used to go to Marlins games all the time because it was $7 to stand in right field. So my dad would take me like almost like a couple times a year at least.
Yeah.
Marlins, we drove to St. Louis because Wrigley is so damn expensive. We drove to St. Louis, went to 2 games back to back for $22 each, which in 2025 is insane.
Yeah.
So we paid less than $50 each, and we went to 2 games. We went to a night game, stayed at a hotel, and went to a day game, and then drove home. It's pretty insane. But
yeah, I thought for a minute here we were going to get fucked for Indiana sports because the Colts were playing well and the Pacers were playing well and the Fever, and it was like we're never going to be able to go to a game without spending a couple.
Isn't Halliburton out for the season now?
Yeah, and I mean that Halliburton got hurt this year, which is almost good because right before the beginning of the season, or it was right before he got hurt, like right before like Game 6 or Game 7, they traded to Pelicans to get the right
7?
6 or 7. It's true. I didn't mean it, but it's there. But they traded the Pelicans to get their first round pick back. Like they gave them, it was like for nothing, and because they thought it was going to be garbage, and so the Pelicans, and then it ends up they suck so bad that.
See, I work in a sportswear store now, so I hear the what's going on. I know what's going on with the Pacers now.
Hey, can I get a Cubs jersey with a 6-7 on it the whole time? Fucking just stupid.
That's the only thing that sucks. I wish, because I took a part-time job, seasonal job at Rally House, and I wish I was there in the summertime so I could talk about baseball because like people are coming in now because IU, obviously, all that stuff, and like I know what's going on, but I don't like follow it enough to talk in depth about it. Same thing with the Pacers. Somebody brought up Halliburton and whatever, and like it's cool, but like it would be really cool to be able to talk baseball all day at work. But like, it's not in season.
I mean, I think at some point somebody was going to come in there and grab like some shit.
Well, I had a whole conversation with a lady because she was in there looking for Dodgers gear, and I was like, no Dodgers here, and we got into it about it, and I was like, actually, Freddie Freeman's like one of my favorite players, and we got into like a big thing about and that's when I was like, damn, that's what made me realize like if this was baseball season, more people were coming in for baseball stuff, like I could be a lot more.
Courtney probably wished they had a store that was just for Sims.
I really do.
I remember going in, like, do you remember original Sims? Like when you had to buy like a box with like discs and put it in they still have that?
I still have that.
Oh, you still have that. Well, I remember we used to have to buy, and then you have to buy the expansion discs to download, and now it's just like everything that you can buy, you can just download it online. It probably changed the whole fucking game, right? Is it?
And mods.
Is it better or way worse? Like it's probably ridiculous.
Oh, it's better.
What's your favorite mod on a Sims game? Like, right? So
don't get into this.
Well, I mean, honestly want to know because a lot of people love the Sims.
She uses some fucked up mods. Like I've seen some shit.
Your favorite mod, not your craziest, but your favorite.
Basemental drugs.
What? Say it one more time.
Basemental drugs.
So you can like make your own meth lab?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All her every time I look over her Sims. Okay, so like when you were a kid, imagine like when you were watching wrestling as a kid, and every time your parents were walking, it would be during the bra and panties match, and it's like the timing, whatever. Every time I look at her screen on the Sims, they're eating each other's asses or doing something weird like that. She has.
Can you see their buttholes?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it completely modded to where it's like it's porn.
Okay, can we also? Are they perfect buttholes or they're like?
Oh, they're perfect.
No, but like that's not cool. I want.
I mean, you
real American.
You can't like
I
zoom
want
in
a
on the butthole.
Couple
You can't like.
berries.
I want a butthole that looks like it might have a little hemorrhoid in it. You know what I mean? Like,
Those are my favorite too.
Yeah.
Ones with the little freckle on it.
Yeah, like I want it. I don't know what it is.
Birthmark. You fucking bitch.
Almost every single hot girl that I see on the internet that like likes to get banged for a living, you know, makes money that way. They always end up having like one gigantic like mole right by like their butthole or right by their vagina.
Why does everybody have that?
I think it's like it has to be like a reset button or something. By God, like he was like
like the bottom of a garbage disposal.
Oh, you're a whore. Sorry.
Garbage disposal. Yes.
Some of these girls, that's what their nickname in high school was.
Exactly. They don't talk about Courtney.
6'7". No.
What?
I'm very surprised there isn't girls with like holding 2 balls and she's like, I'm about to take 6-7 dicks, and there's probably like so many of those porn.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, is that gonna go into your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't been done yet because all the people that think 6'7" is funny are underage. They can't do porn yet.
Yeah.
In about 7-8 years, that's when we start seeing the 6'7".
Maybe about
porn.
6-7 years.
And by that point, it's not going to be in trend and fashion.
Yeah,
anymore.
that's true.
It'll become a sexual act. You're right. 6'7" will be a sexual act.
Have you seen the people that get tattoos of the elf?
The elf on the shelf?
Yeah.
That's what?
That's a little weird.
There are people.
You tell me people are getting tattoos of Brian?
Yes. Oh my God, I should.
Brian is the elf.
He was
tell me. So what tattoo did you see?
There's people that do the elf on the shelf, and like they'll do the elf, like they'll put little temporary tattoos on the kids and say like, I think your mom's is permanent. And then
if the kids wake up and the mom has an elf on the shelf.
The mom has an elf on the shelf tattoo.
That's taking it way too
long. You put a little tattoo gun in the elf's hands.
I saw one, and it was like an entire like side piece of like 6 different elves with names on them. And I'm like,
Jesus Christ. I don't know. I've seen worse tattoos.
I have a tattoo of a chicken nugget, though, guys.
And you have like a boob, don't you? No, he has boobs. You have a hot dog dick.
I have boobs. He has the hot dog dick.
Oh, it's the other way around.
Hers it's a heart with boobs and a spider web. It's a cool design. And mine is a hot dog dick.
The fact that you have a dick, like
I wanted the dick
exogenous
so bad,
dick on your body.
Let me. Matt wouldn't let me do it.
No, because I was like, it's funnier if I have a dick. If you have a dick too, then it's not as funny.
I was gonna get ketchup, and he was gonna get mustard.
Oh yeah.
No.
It would have been.
We could still do that. We could still do that. I want mayo though.
That's what I said, and you told me no.
Mayo.
When you got it.
Oh, because I wanted the dick. I'm talking about later on. You wanted to do that with the ketchup.
I'm gonna cut out Maddie saying I wanted the dick.
I want the dick. No, when I'm wearing shorts, I just hike it up a little bit and I show the dick.
But if you get mayo, she gets Miracle Whip. So. Do you like Miracle Whip?
Yeah.
I love Miracle Whip, dude.
I like both.
Are you a mayo or a Miracle Whip type of guy?
He's a mayo guy.
I like both.
Depending on
like
what it is.
I like both, but it depends on what it is. Like I feel like Miracle Whip is more of a dressing. It's not a substitute. That's the problem. In the Midwest, a lot of people think that they just use it interchangeably. It's not the same thing. Miracle Whip is way sweeter, and it's like Miracle Whip is really good on like lunch meat turkey with Miracle Whip is really fucking good. Yeah. But mayo works on different things too. So it depends on if you want
mayo
tang
can be
or
a
sweet.
Base in something, and Miracle Whip cannot. That's the difference. And I think it's because the difference in the egg like type of.
I think it just depends on if you want tangier or if you want sweeter.
My mom does not like any condiments like at all.
How
just likes everything dry.
Dry food.
That's what I said.
I'm the complete opposite. I can't eat anything if it's not got something on it that makes it wet.
That's what I literally said to her. She doesn't like. Okay. She said
that clocks.
She said she doesn't like ketchup. She doesn't like mustard. She doesn't like mayo. She doesn't like ranch. She's like, and I was like, Mom. She's like, I just don't like condiments. And I was like, well, you have 3 kids with her and dad. You don't like condoms either.
No.
So, you know what I mean?
Oh, got her.
Yeah, well, fucking, you don't like nothing. But yeah, condiments, dude. I just think it's weird to like not like any of them. Like
there's so many different. There's so many options. Like you don't like any of them. Like that's so weird.
I love dips.
Dips. Yeah. What's your favorite dip?
Ketchup.
I thought you were going to say the ballroom.
Matt's penis.
Matt's penis dipped in
French onion dip.
French onion's good. Yeah. Do you like it more sour cream or more like? Because like
I love sour cream. I think that's my first sour.
So Shelby gets this like kind that's in like a little, almost like in a like cottage cheese, like that type. I can't remember the name of it, but Level-It or something. Level-It.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I like the Lay's version because it's a little bit more like oniony, and I don't even fucking onion.
I like the kind that's from the fridge.
Yeah.
Section that says French onion.
Yeah.
Are you weirded out by us Midwesterners?
No, it's a queso thing. I'm like, why are none of you mentioning queso?
I love queso too.
That's the best dip.
Yeah. I do like a queso.
It depends on the day. Sometimes I'm a guacamole guy.
Cheese a dip. I just consider cheese as a cheese.
Cheese on everything, yeah.
Here's a question for you. You grew up in Florida.
Yes, sir.
And you grew up in St. Louis in Florida. Like DeSoto.
Yeah, so technically I only lived in Missouri from like I moved there this summer after 9th grade to graduating high school. Like
those are formative years, though. Those are like formative. Those are really important.
What year was that?
It would have been 2001.
Okay, so after Big Mac.
Yeah.
Sorry, bringing it back to baseball.
Yeah. No, it was.
It would have been really cool to be there in 98.
I'm talking about Big Mac as him because he was in DeSoto, Missouri when he thought I was.
I did go to the 2006 World Series parade though. That was really cool. Yeah.
Well, it would have been cool to be in St. Louis in '98 with Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa doing the thing. Anyways,
I remember following that. I didn't even like baseball like that. But so before you came to Indiana, did you ever have like breadsticks with cheese?
Yes.
Okay, where at?
Never a tenderloin, though.
Never a tenderloin. Because like when I went to, I literally went to Chicago when I went to try out for American Idol when I was like 17 years old. And we ordered like Pizza Hut, which Pizza Hut to us, like, you get cheese. Like cheese.
Yeah, it's pretty
They didn't
give
have
you
cheese.
marinara?
They didn't have cheese. They were like, what? We're like, can we? The weird thing was
sauce.
they said what? And that was the thing that like I was like,
yeah.
I was confused. I was like, can we get cheese sauce? They're like, cheese sauce? Like, yeah, like nacho cheese for dipping. And they're like, we don't have cheese.
Yeah.
We have cheese on the pizza. And I was like, what the fuck what's going on? I was so mad. I was angry.
In Florida, they had cheese with breadsticks for sure.
Yeah, like when you order from Pizza Place, even?
I don't really, we didn't really eat out much when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's like going up to...
Single mom who was a server raising 5 kids, so...
Yeah. Single mom and not a lot of eating out there. You know what I'm saying? All right, sorry.
There's a lot of stuff like that that's just kind of regional, though. Like, where were we at recently that you wanted a sweet tea? And they were like, what the hell is sweet tea? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, no, we have
Chicago.
tea.
Chicago.
It was Chicago.
If you go anywhere to the left or right of us, they don't do it. And if you...
They're like, what the hell you mean sweet? Like,
yeah, anything past Indiana, we do that. But
they do it in the south, too.
Indiana, if you drive south from Indiana, you're good. But if you drive west, east, or north,
they look at you like you're stupid. Like, what do you mean sweet tea? Like,
I can give you some sugar packets, and then you have to explain that that's not how this works. I can't remember that.
I don't want chunky sugar in my tea.
What was the there's a term for what it means when something gets heated and then cooled again. Like I can't remember. But I used to use that all the time. There's a word for it. I can't. Hey Siri, I'm just kidding.
I know what you're talking about.
But I used to always say that about. Have you never heard of this? Like just to be a
yeah, there's a difference. You put the sugar in it when it's warm, and then you cool it down, and then it causes osmosis.
Osmosis.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Reverse osmosis.
I always say osmosis with any kind of process. Sorry, go on.
Osmosis Jones.
The best thing about growing up in Florida, though, is all like, I have a joke about how different ethnicities, it's a melting pot in South Florida. Going to the Cuban grocery stores and getting the Cuban bread or a Cuban coffee, that's the best experience about living down there. Like you can, if you want to have Jamaican food, authentic Jamaican food, you can go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is
I can just go to Hacienda and get that.
Well, now the world's like that though a little bit too.
Yeah,
like now when you like we have real Korean food. Like we have a Korean donut place.
I love going in Indy. There's a really awesome. We have one here too. I don't think it's as good, but that's what I've heard. I haven't actually been there. The Mexican grocery stores.
El Borrega.
Yeah. There's one in Indy that I used to go to when I
people rave about that. So I think it's pretty good.
Well, that's what
the food in there is fantastic.
I've just heard that it's not as good as the one down there. But
but that's like not
here or
fair.
there. I've not been there, so I don't know.
Yeah, the population wouldn't. Yeah.
The one in Indy I used to go to all the time is fucking amazing. They had some of the best burritos I've ever had in my life. But.
Yeah. We should go get that.
I tried the El Borrego, and here's the thing: like I had this conversation with my grandpa a while back.
It's too authentic.
To me, like there is a version of like I'm already settled into like being cheap.
I knew that's where you were going with
because
it. Because
I remember specifically my grandpa and I were like talking about like hot dogs, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna grill out some hot dogs, and you're gonna come over." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "I'm gonna get all beef hot dogs." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I prefer the pork chicken. I prefer all the garbage. And he was
with the eyeballs in it.
He said prefer, and I was like, yeah, like because I think we were talking about at one point we started getting to it became like a huge conversation. Like we started talking about B&K, and he was like, I only go to the one on the north end, and I was like, why? And he's like, because they use all beef or whatever. And I was like, that's actually why I don't like going there. Like we were having a conversation. Yeah, it was like
never
a conversation.
Noticed that.
That's what he said. That's true. Well, I mean at the time, but that's what he said. The ones that we used over here though on Markland, he was like, it's a lower quality hot dog, and I'm like, that's what I like. I grew up. I was like, Grandpa, you grew up in the laps of luxury, I guess, because I grew up.
The sauce is a little bit different on the south.
I go to the grocery store and buy Eckrich and the cheap ones for me, and then I buy him the Nathan's because I don't like them.
Yeah, I like Nathan's and I like Hebrew National. Those are the two that now I can eat the regular ones if it's like BK or Louis or someplace like that has like a good sauce on it.
Yeah,
but if I'm just making it at home, I'm not eating that.
No, I just want
junk.
a shitty hot dog with ketchup.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
I like the garbage. It's really just it's a delivery system for ketchup.
Honestly, for real.
I noticed. I
only want to eat the ketchup.
I almost made a remark last night, but we got into talking about something else. We were at Cook McDougal's, and I was like, "God damn, you're using so much ketchup." You reminded me of her because you were like dipping it like crazy, and I was like, "Damn."
So it's just receptacles for ketchup.
She does that same thing. Like she uses so much ketchup, and I'm like, "Holy
cold
shit."
ketchup though, like
it's fantastic.
Cold ketchup, like ice cold ketchup.
Yeah,
but I feel like you get to the point where there's so much ketchup that it just tastes like vinegar. You know what I mean? me.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of ketchup, but I like it mixed with like mayo or mixed with mustard or something. You know?
Vin what? I'm just kidding.
But only Heinz ketchup.
Tricking them. Hey, Heinz.
Only Heinz ketchup.
I'm not a ketchup snob either. I mean, I grew up on
That's
it on
crazy.
Aldi ketchup, so like Aldi's
Some
ketchup.
of them are too tart.
You always have this. I knew you were gonna. That's how I knew you were gonna do that, because we've had this conversation. I knew you were gonna go and say that you grew up on whatever, but like I'm the complete opposite. See, I grew up on bologna and shit, and I fucking hate bologna.
Yeah.
So it's like I grew up on crappy hot dogs.
That was our entry point to this conversation the last time, I think.
Yeah, and it's like it's the complete opposite for me. Like if I ate, I mean, there's some things that I was still like from a kid, but like. For like I said, bologna. Like we used to eat bologna and cheese sandwiches with Miracle Whip. You know what I mean? That's what we ate as kids. And it's like I can't do it now because I've had like better lunch meat. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I
won't eat bologna.
Bologna is just a hot dog in pancake form.
Yeah,
like it's the same thing basically.
I used to eat bologna raw. Like I used to go in the fridge and get bologna.
I used to eat bologna raw.
Bologna raw.
That sounds like
that's an album name.
Yeah.
I used to eat bologna raw.
But bologna and hot dogs to me are the same thing.
What poor activity do you still do? Is there any? Like, can you think of like, is there like something that you're like, oh, this is something that's been.
My mom used to make this tuna casserole.
Yeah.
That was pretty cheap. It's just like a can of tuna and like noodles and like cream of chicken and she made it recently and I still love that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's still like cheaper stuff that we eat, but like
we eat the shit out of Hamburger Helper.
I do love Hamburger Helper.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like to spice it up too though. Like I try to I add different spices and stuff, and I add stuff in that's not in the box or whatever. But I don't know. I can still eat cheap stuff like that, but like bologna for one, I can't do it. Hot dogs the same way. I'm just like, no. After having my first like Hebrew National hot dog, I was like, this is so much better. Like, holy shit.
Do you have something like that, Sean? Like a poor activity
Like
I'll never give up.
When you say activity, that's my food. I do lots of
food. I mean food. Like I mean like is there like a poor like a poor ritual that you had when you were a kid that you're like, I had to do this because I was poor, but now like I do it because I enjoy it?
No, I would say I'm kind of the same. There are a lot of things that I don't really like now because we had them so much. I don't drink tea at all, and that's because that was like,
all tea.
It was tea or water or milk, and so I just hate. I won't touch a tea unless it's like the only thing.
I still love Kool-Aid. We had a lot of Kool-Aid growing up, and I still like drinking Kool-Aid. So not the way that Cortni makes it, but she does like 3 or 4 times the amount of sugar.
I do it the amount it says.
Oh, you don't?
Yes, I do.
It's like a syrup. What are you talking about? She's like, he measures it and then just a little bit more.
No.
It wasn't at the top of it.
I make Kool-Aid great.
It's way too sugary for me. I can't do it.
Actually, I just remembered one. Where you take a cup and you like put it on a piece of toast so it has a little hole in it, and then you drop an egg in. And
That's that eggs Benedict?
See,
no, it's not eggs.
I'm guessing there's Benedict.
There's Benedict in that toast.
Speaking of my stand-up, I'm actually going to be performing at Summit City Comedy Club.
Hell yeah, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
January 8th.
Yeah, January 8th. Check it out. Door time is at 6 p.m. Shows at 7 p.m. If you want to get tickets, go ahead and call 260-844-8444, right?
You can also get them on summitcitycomedy.com. And when you're doing that, if you would go ahead and put in the group code, if you would put Sean D for me, I truly appreciate that.
That's S-E-A-N.
That's S-E-A-N and then just D.
Yeah, just D. Yeah, for real. If you're a person in Fort Wayne and you like enjoy comedy, like come out to this show. I think Sean and I are going to be there. Like I'm going to come out with you.
I think my dad's going to go and my 18-year-old son's going to go. Adam's going to go with us.
Yeah, we're gonna bring a group of people, but it's a very cool. Sean's getting to do Summit City, which is one of the biggest clubs in Indiana, like by far. Like I saw David Tell there, that's legit. And then we're also Sean and I are both going to be at Helium Comedy Club for the first ever roast battle league in Indy. It's going to be exciting.
Hey, you finally got a flyer that didn't have all the pertinent information behind the logo.
I know, right? Yeah.
Like that last one was like it was the date and then the phone number as well, and the one before that was like the date and everything. This one's set up nicely.
I gotta do a better job of not doing that.
Sorry.
We always put it in the wrong place. But yeah, January 22nd. That's 8 p.m. I'm going to be going against the beautiful and talented Elizabeth Reynolds, and she's just too nice. Nobody would battle her because they're like, oh, she's too nice, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bring that bitch down a peg. I'm just kidding. I love you, Beth. She's a sweetheart. And of course, Sean.
I'm going against friend of the podcast, friend of the Kokomo Press, and head chef at Helium, Crystal Evans.
Yeah, kitchen.
So you're going against the chef at the place she works as a chef.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
The good news is that we know it's going to be. There's judges involved, and we do have a very special judge this time around.
Oh,
we got a man on the inside, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Allen West Jr. is going to be judging, so that's going to be fun. And then of course we're going to make Cortni go out because I don't know if you guys can tell, and maybe you can't because you're not looking at it right now. But here it is: 5 out of the what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 photos on here. Half of the photos on here were taken by Lensferatu, aka Cortni Richardson. Give it up for her.
You know what?
You can tell 3 of them pretty easily because you have the Kokomo Press behind Evan, behind Elizabeth, and behind Sean. But for me, mine was the headshot that you took of us, and then Brandon Stetler's is actually at Outhouse when you took it there. Yep. So yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. Like. That you have that many. That's actually pretty insane.
Cool?
Go follow Lensferatu.
Yeah, follow Lensferatu everywhere. Go follow Saturn Storm Media while you're hanging out too, because we've got some good stuff going on. I'm excited for Roast Battle League Indy. I'm excited for Kev King, who's been pushing really hard with Slight Night before to try to make this happen, and his buddy, I think Robert Darby's his name. He runs Anxiety Productions. He's on there as well, and they're going to be pushing this out real hard. So I'm excited. Get your tickets. Go to Helium Comedy Club, their website, and you can find it. It's on January 22nd, and it'll be at 8 p.m. and we're going to be there. So come out and hang out. We had a really cool couple this last week come out to the show who said they love roast. So I was like, you guys should come out to the roast battle. It's going to be wild. I'm excited to do that. And then, of course, if we're going to do a little bit of promotion, of course, we do have to bring up the fact that, we're going to be at the North End Pub.
Oh, the date's blocked.
I know, but we'll just explain.
January 10th.
January 10th. We're going to be at the North End Pub.
Scroll over to the side a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't really work. I guess it does. My bad. I didn't think it did. It's been a minute.
You have to hold it.
The Brady Ottinger Show. That's part 2. Forgotten Ashes, Graygarden, and Our Hero's Demise. That's going to be at the North End Pub, 2100. I want to say 21 Elmwood, 2100 Elmwood Drive, Elmwood Avenue.
What
it's in Lafayette.
2100 Elmwood Avenue, Lafayette.
There you go. And the doors open at 7 p.m. It's actually a free show. I don't think I've done a free show there. So come out to that show. Forgotten Ashes, Graygarden, Our Hero's Demise. That'll be, a week after we do the show I talked about earlier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Funny thing, too, is like the other band, Our Hero's Demise, is playing there. Last time they played at the Outhouse, and guess who took their pictures? Lensferatu. Remember them?
Oh,
he did all their pictures. They were the ones that said, does she travel?
Yeah.
Because they wanted you to come out and do more pictures for them at another show. So maybe if you'll be at that show, maybe they want you to do some more pictures for them. I was going to talk to you off air about it. But yeah, it's that one band that asked about your travel and stuff. So.
And then if you're not willing to get out of Kokomo and you're like, I got to stay in Kokomo, I love it so much here. There's so many K's and O's in the name. Then you can come out to the Coterie in January here on the 16th. Check it out.
Also free.
Also a free show. It starts at 8 p.m. It's going to be us with the 13 gallon. Yes, 13 gallon. The 13 gallon.
Yes.
The go
13 gallon album coming soon on Saturn Storm Media.
It says go to get your tickets at Kokomo Coterie. I don't think you need tickets for this. I don't think you have to RSVP. Free. It's free. So come on out.
Somebody used a template.
Yeah, we haven't.
If you don't need to use a template for your flyers, contact Saturn Storm Media. Sorry. I hand draw all my flyers too. So if you guys need artwork, I do graphic design, and it's all hand drawn. I did the jackpot flyer.
Yeah, and we talked about that. Saturn Storm Media.
Fully hand drawn. That's why it looks a little wonky because I like that cartoon.
I was going to say actually the wonkiness is included in every flyer. So you're
exactly, yeah. I don't like
the sunrise. I
don't like stuff to look too perfect. I like it to look a little. I like to have a little attitude.
Yeah, Cortni. If you like things perfect, he wouldn't be dating you. Ayo! I'm just kidding. That's amazing. Look at Matty's face. He's like, I hate you.
I didn't say that.
I can say it. I'm allowed to be mean. I'm just kidding. Courtney, so look at her. She's plotting my downfall. My next photos.
I'm about to eat another fucking graham cracker.
You can eat a graham cracker. I don't give a shit. We did actually have I do want to talk a little bit about this. We did have a great Halloween. What's going on now? We had a great Christmas open mic this past week on Thursday. It was very fun. It is going to be our last open mic until January 8th. So you will not see. You won't see me and Sean until the week after that now. But we're not going to have another open mic. So we will not. Obviously, Thursday, this week follows on Christmas, and then after is New Year's Day, and we sit a point. But we will be in Lafayette on the second, the day after. So if you're missing seeing stand-up comedy and you're like, I miss seeing these guys.
Well, we're still going to have the mic that night.
On the 8th.
Just be,
yeah, that's what I was saying. Sean and I
Dan
won't be there.
hosting and Matt producing.
Yeah, it'd be fun though.
I got roped into producing.
Hell yeah, it'd be fun.
Thanks, Matty.
Just like a bunch of metal and just play metal. Play Graygarden and tell everybody to come out 2 days later. Say, guess what? We're gonna be at the North End Pub and fucking push it. No, but you've been doing a great job, fucking doing all this, Cortni. Like running the mic and
Take the helm.
dealing with all the people and. Well, I mean, you've kind of become the focal point of the mic. Like people know you now.
You're kind of a big deal.
Is that weird?
I'm kind of a big deal.
You've been booking all the hosts and everything. Like you booked Dan West, who I mean, we haven't seen him in so long. I forgot I was like, who's that guy for a second when he said that.
He's been traveling.
Is that Brian's dad? I was like, is that Brian's dad?
That's his creepy uncle.
His creepy uncle. No, he has been. He's been on the road a lot. I saw that he was out of town this last week, so he's just constantly doing stuff. But yeah, we will not be having an open mic for the next 2 weeks because of the holidays, and then we'll be back on the 8th. But if you're like, hey, I don't want to go to an open mic, but I would love to see Sean D. At Summit City Comic Club.
Summit City.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
While we're saying things that are coming up, Brandon Stetler is going to be working with World Series of Comedy this
saw
year.
that.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So happy for you, bud.
Yeah, it's exciting that he's doing more with that. I know they're ratcheting up. World Series Comedy is something that Stephen Riley, who's going to be on our show, the Jackpot Show, the head-to-head Jackpot Show in North End Pub on the 2nd. He did really well. He placed in the placement. I think Dan West also did, right?
Yeah, I'm not.
I think he got like top 3, that's tough. I mean, they do them. These shows are huge. They have so many people on it.
Do you have a picture of Raven, the acid bath princess of the whatever her name?
Who do you mean? You talking about these fucking beauties right here?
Yeah, are they the ones that sang like Evanescence 20 years ago on YouTube?
These are reaction shots. You're talking about behind the scenes stuff.
Sorry, I just looked over and saw them. And I'm like, why does he have that?
I also have this reaction shot if somebody says something stupid.
I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I haven't had a really good reason to use Raven, the acid bath queen of the
whatever. Where's their friend though? They had a friend too. It's like this.
Well, he was a later episode. Remember, he came.
Yeah. They were like they introduced him as like.
I also have this one as a reaction shot. Just a couple of cats. That's a good one too. Fucking killing it. Yeah, fucking. You guys. We're all cat. You have a cat?
I have a cat. Yeah.
What's your cat's
2
name?
actually.
What's your cat's names?
Autumn and Gizmo.
Autumn and Gizmo, and then you guys have
Goomba and Agatha,
and then I have
Dickface,
Shyla, and not Dickface. It's a Buju.
No, that's mine. Agatha's Dickface.
Oh,
she has a penis on her face.
Agatha's the one you guys got
at the comedy show,
which is hilarious.
She looks like she has a penis right on her face.
Dick face.
You can't remember the name of your other cat?
No, I said Buju and Shyla.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
Shyla
that
and
one.
Buju. Buju is short for booty juices. I don't know.
Gotta love when kids name them.
No, I'd name them.
Oh yeah, even better.
Shelby, they both named one.
Even better.
I ended up naming both. Well, she named it Boot. She was like, I want to figure out names for these cats, and one of them is more Siamese than the other. And I did this on stage the other night, but I recently came to a conclusion that Siamese cats are the Down syndrome cats of the cats. Like they're fucking dumb. They're fucking and they're sweet. They're sweet. So like Down syndrome people, they're really sweet, and like they a lot of times they're like the nicest people to be around. They're very pure heart, but like they're also really fucking stupid. And my cats, man. Shyla's the more Siamese of the cats, and she's the one that's very stupid. So I named her Shyla because of Shelby and Ryla, and she's a girl. And I was like, oh, Shyla. Let's mix their names together. And I was like, Shelby, what are you going to name your fucking cat? And she's like, I don't fucking know. And over and over, I was like, we can't just keep calling him Gray Face and Stripe Face because that's what we called him, Gray Face and Stripe Face. She's like, I don't know. I'll fucking call it Booty Juice because it won't get out of my ass all the time. And I was like, Booty Juice, Booju. All right, we're done. And she was like, what? So, and it stuck. Our kids are like, we love Booju. And I'm like, stupid. So stupid.
Nice.
Agatha, is that named after Agatha all along? Like
we were watching the show
WandaVision,
because we couldn't come up with a name for her, and like she wanted something witchy. We were talking about, she wanted something occulty and witchy, and I think it just came up. We're like, what about Agatha? Like that'd be cool. She's named after a witch.
Yeah, I'm just happy we got the cats when we did, because if we got the cats now, they'd be 6 and 7. I just know. 6, 7.
When I was little, my cat's name was 4-6.
4-6.
4-6.
You're so close. So close. No, it is funny watching my youngest.
4-7 too.
4-7.
4-7 was because it was my other Siamese cat.
Yeah, the sequel.
Yeah.
I asked Shelby's dog. Her favorite dog growing up's name was Red Dog. Not Red Dog. The dog, Red Dog.
It's Red Dog.
Yeah.
Like the beer?
No, like you guys, there a beer? I think that's
there's a beer, Red Dog.
Red Dog Saloon.
Yeah, well, I know the saloon. I just didn't know.
Well, it's like my brother, my older brother, his cats were always, he never had names for him. He called one Baby Kitty because he was the youngest. He had Kitty Crazy because she was crazy. Yeah. He had, what was the other one? He just called him something kitty. Like he would just describe the cat. And I'm just like, you're terrible at naming cats. Like, what the hell?
We had a cat like that when I was a kid. My Puerto Rican stepdad called Shitty Kitty, but it sounded more like Shitty Kitty, Shitty Kitty.
Yeah, we actually called Shyla Shitty Kitty for a minute because she kept having diarrhea everywhere. I was like, fucking going to kill this cat. That's why I've never really, like, I was never been, like, when I was a kid, we had cats, but, like, I got a cat named Ariel. Because I was obsessed with The Little Mermaid as a kid.
Okay. As you do.
Yeah. Well, it was the first like Disney, like legit Disney.
Little Mermaid was awesome. Yeah. I love that one.
Is that isn't that like the first like of the big one? Like they went on a run.
Yeah, of the 90s.
It's called the Disney Renaissance.
Yeah, Disney Renaissance. There you go. Yep.
Don't fucking hang your head in shame there.
No.
You're amongst Disney adults right now.
Yeah, we're Disney adults.
Okay.
You're good. Not me. I'm not. I'm normal.
Wasn't Aladdin before Little Mermaid or no?
I don't think so. I think
Little Mermaid was first.
Okay. Yeah, Little Mermaid was the original. Like it wasn't the original because obviously Snow White I think is the original, right?
Well, yeah, that was back in the day though.
But the Little Mermaid was the first of that.
It was like 89.
Yeah,
90.
92.
Was it 92?
Yeah, it was the early 90s because I would have been like 5 or 6 years old.
That's crazy because then Aladdin came after that and then The Lion King, right? Or was Aladdin after?
They had other animated movies that actually, like in that time frame, Oliver and Company came out, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. All that was in the Disney Renaissance in the 1990s.
Yeah. Which is crazy. Pocahontas
was my favorite.
Well, there was that story, that famous story about how they allocated all the money to Pocahontas because everybody was like, "Oh, this is going to be the big hit," and Lion King ended up getting like the people, and then ended up becoming the big hit.
Lion King's my favorite one.
It's a good one. I mean, the music is just so good.
The whole thing, it's fantastic. The story, the emotion, the music.
They got smart, man. They got to the point where they're like, we're gonna fucking really. We're gonna put our whole entire bussy into the animation, but we're also gonna get people that can write music, because like that's the thing is like I feel like that they're missing nowadays is like they just keep going to the same well. Like Lin-Manuel Miranda did fucking Moana, and they're like, why don't you just do everything? And I'm like, no, let's not do that.
It drives me insane because like the stuff in the 90s, I feel like every movie had its own identity because of the music.
Yeah.
The music. Like we talk about Hercules a lot. The music in Hercules is so good, and it's like, and it's so different. It doesn't sound like any other.
Nothing else. Yeah.
Every Disney movie had its own like style of music and stuff. Yeah, like it all had its own thing. Like nowadays, it all just feels the same to me. It just feels boring. Yeah. And like part of me is like, maybe it's because I'm not a kid and I'm just an old man yelling at clouds. But I don't think that's what it is, because going back and watching the older ones, like it still holds up. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's like watching wrestling from the 90s.
What's the Hispanic one where it's like, is it We Don't Talk About Bruno? Yeah. Didn't that one had a pretty good following? Mm-hmm. Like the music for that one.
The music on that one stood out, and I think it's why it became.
And
so
Moana
popular.
started out okay too, because like that one by itself was good. Mm-hmm. And then I think those are the two that Lin-Manuel Miranda was a big.
Frozen was really good. The music was
that wasn't bad. That one it hit.
The music's cool and it's catchy, but it comes out of that same well, like you were talking about. It sounds like a Disney movie. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I mean, you listen to something from, I don't know, from like I said, Hercules. You know, it's like the song doesn't necessarily sound like a Disney song. It like
Tarzan. Like Tarzan's so different than the Lion King, and so different than Hercules. That they just had such a great run with being able to like find different people to give different vibes, and they were okay with it, which is interesting. I hope they end up getting back to that at some point, because like that is
the second Renaissance.
Have they even done like are most of these even musicals anymore?
Hi, it's Sean D. If you enjoy the Kokomo Press podcast, you should come out to the open mic at the Highmark. That is 3840 South LaFountain Street in Kokomo, Indiana. We do 15 spots on every open mic. You could sign up on the page. You could sign up there. Sign up start at 7:30. Show is always at 8. You'll see people from all over Indiana, and we've even had people come from further. Please come out, check out the open mic. If you feel like trying out comedy, this is the place for you. Thanks, guys.
Like, didn't they do
I don't really watch them anymore.
What's the one that just came out about the girl getting her period? Wasn't there one about a girl getting her period?
Red or something?
Wasn't that like 5 years ago?
That's the most recent one I know about.
They come out with ones, but they don't really have that big a popularity. Right now, what they're focused on, to me, it seems like, is the live action of those old ones. We're all nostalgic, and every time they put out a live action, we're like, well, we're going to go.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch.
I went to watch the Lion King one, the live action, because I love the Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, this is stupid. It's
lifeless.
It's the same thing, but yeah, it was lifeless. That's a good way to put it, because it just didn't have anything. Like, I don't even remember it now, and I'm just like
no, but it looks like a real lion, and you're like, yeah, but that's like, I didn't want to watch a real lion.
Mufasa was really good.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that one. I didn't watch that.
The story or like the way
story.
Okay.
I love the Lion King is like probably my favorite. That one and Hercules are my two favorites, but like I just don't. The new one, like if they redid Hercules, it'd probably be the same way. It'd be like if they did a live action one.
I heard that they were talking about doing a live action version of it, and but the thing is, I think of all of the Disney movies, that one would make sense because it's mythological and you could still do some crazy shit, and it's got that mythology behind it. But when you take it like a movie like Lion King, or like Lilo and Stitch, like you're going to take that alien character that's only good in animation and try to make it look realistic? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, that doesn't make some sense to me. Like, it just,
like they did with Sonic.
Yeah, like Sonic
got better though. The original Sonic design was
that's what
fucking
I was
terrible.
About.
Yeah,
but they also like. You're talking about a few characters that have that vibe, and everybody else is kind of really in the real world, other than Robotnik, or I guess they changed his name, didn't they? Eggman now. Why did they do that?
His name was that in the games too.
Yeah, but
he always had two names. Robotnik was the original name, and then he became Dr. Eggman or whatever. Yeah. I think it was Sonic 3 maybe. But then it was interchangeable throughout the games or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. I always liked Robotnik better.
What do you think about the idea of a Mega Man movie?
I would love that, honestly. I don't know. Aren't they making one?
I thought I heard. It's hard to tell.
I can't remember.
AI nowadays.
The problem with Mega Man though is like I love the Mega Man games so much that I don't know how it would work as a movie, because if you put too much story in it. I like the Mega Man games because of the way that it's set up, and it does have good story. Mega Man X had the best story, but I don't know that it would translate that well. But if it was like an animated, I feel like it needs to be animated. If it was live action, I don't think it would work as well.
Like they did with Mario. When they did the animated version.
The Mario movie was cool, and I think the next one's going to be good too, the Mario Galaxy or whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
But
we got to talk about this, because this is definitely one that's very important. Fucking Street Fighter. What do you think about this?
Yes, that looks so awesome.
What do you think?
I am. Really
John doesn't look excited at all.
I don't like some of the character choices.
No. Which one specifically?
You mean the actors or?
Yeah. The Roman Reigns. I don't like the character he was chosen to be. It just doesn't look right to me. And 50 Cent.
I think 50 Cent looked very much like Balrog from the games. I don't know. I like that they're going hyper realistic. Like, it's not realistic at all.
Yeah.
Like, there's even a scene in the trailer of them
stylized almost.
Stylized, yeah. There's a scene where they're even beating up a car, and I'm like, that's so cool.
That is cool. It's like, I think I saw, was it Ken doing that or Ryu?
I can't remember, but I think some of the casting is a little weird. I'll give you that. But like the fact that they got Roman Reigns and Jason Momoa in the same movie is kind of weird.
Yeah, but Jason Momoa.
He's playing Blanca.
It's a lot of wrestlers. Like, 'cause you guys got
Cody Rhodes playing Guile.
I like that one. Yeah.
There's comics. I mean, Eric Andre's in it, and so is Schultz and
Schultz. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, and then the guy who plays Bison is like that. He's the guy.
Bison. He's like a huge character actor. He's
a character.
So many things.
I always think of him as the guy from The Dark Knight, because he's the crazy guy that like he's screaming at.
Well, he played Polka Dot Man in DCU and James Gunn's version of the Suicide Squad.
I think it's going to be cool, because I don't think it doesn't look like it's taking itself too seriously.
Yeah,
and that's the problem. Is like, so the original Street Fighter movie gets a lot of shit from '94.
Yeah,
but I love it because it's ridiculous and it's
like
stupid.
campy.
But I agree that Guile doesn't look like Guile. Jean-Claude Van Damme is not a good Guile. Like, for one, he's fucking, what is he, French or something?
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be the most American guy. Like, what are you doing? And he comes in, he can't, let's go kick Bison's butt. It's like, it doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
But I still liked it for what it was, because I'm a huge Street Fighter fan in general.
Yeah.
And I like it because of how campy and stupid it is. The Blanca story was stupid.
Yeah.
But Bison in that movie was amazing. Fucking Raul Julia. He stole the whole movie for me.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Sorry, I was getting off on a tangent.
You're good.
That movie was ridiculous, and it's considered one of the worst movies ever made, but I love it because it's so stupid. Then they tried to make The Legend of Chun-Li. Did you guys ever watch that?
No, wasn't interested.
Terrible movie. I watched it because I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. Mm-hmm. But it's bad because they tried to make things too realistic and they tried to ground it in the real world and they tried too hard to make it like they took it too seriously. So I'm really glad. I was worried when they announced this new one that it was going to do the same kind of thing and try to make it a dark and gritty world.
Yeah,
you could do that and still make a good movie, I think. And I think that's what they're doing is they're making the game, but like making it ultra stylized and
they
ridiculous.
Did a good so
crazy.
like when they did the original Mortal Kombat, I fucking loved it. Like we all loved it.
Mortal Kombat.
The original Mortal Kombat was cool as shit because we were just like gore. It was fucking wild. Yeah. Like the storyline was cool. Like we all enjoyed it.
And it didn't take itself too seriously either.
Sonya was hot as fuck. Like she was so fucking hot.
Oh yeah, it's fucking what's her name from Billy Madison.
And they did a really good job with like Scorpion and Sub-Zero. They looked awesome for the time.
Yeah.
And then they came out with the new ones and they made it like almost too serious, and it was still good. I actually loved it. Yeah. It was like it. So they found a way to do both versions of it. I hope that they do the campiness in the new one because I remember watching the first Street Fighter. The first Street Fighter I watched. Was it the second one? I liked part of the first Street Fighter. I think part of it I thought was fucking dumb. Like I didn't like Ken and Ryu. I thought they were horrible in the first Street Fighter. But the new one, I actually think everybody looks. I mean, the fact that they actually are doing the I can't remember his name I never remember his name, but what's the Dalai Lama looking dude? The fucking
Dalsim.
I want to say I keep wanting to say something else, but Dalsim. He actually looks like Dalsim now. Like,
well, in the original movie, he was just a doctor.
Yeah, it was like a random dude.
He didn't even fight. Like it was just like what the hell?
And like,
he's Indian.
The
like,
fact that they're able to use like CG for Blanca is going to be badass because like that looks better.
The Blanca was stupid in the original one because they used these. I mean, I like that they used the story of Charlie, which is Guile's old friend or whatever, and he was trying to create a super soldier, but he ended up looking really stupid. And I think that was budgetary.
Yeah, it was Captain America in the silver or in the his like their guy.
But I think that was budget restraints. They spent all their budget on their casting in the original movie. That was the problem. But the Blanca was stupid, but it looks awesome in the new one. I think it's going to be cool.
I think they're learning. I think a lot of these places are learning that if you focus on people that look good for the part and that are good actors and can sell what you want them to sell, like whatever archetype they're selling, it's good. But if you start to like fucking try to like just get people in it because they have big names, it doesn't work. Like it never fucking works.
Can we talk Welcome to Derry? Because I know that just ended recently.
Oh shit! Have you watched that?
I haven't watched it at all. I was actually going to bring up Clayface because that's another one where it's cool. Like I'm excited for, but it could come out looking really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe you haven't watched Welcome to Derry yet.
You should watch it. It's so
good. Did you watch the It movies?
Yeah, I've seen all the It movies.
Dude,
this show is fucking incredible, and it really does. It opens up the whole universe and stuff, but
the whole universe.
I won't talk spoilers then, but I was talking about for casting, like, so Bill Skarsgård, when they originally announced it, everybody was like, blah, 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 Tim Curry, blah, 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 which I love the Tim Curry version. I grew up terrified of every kid was back then. Kids nowadays are like, that wasn't even scary, like, blah, blah, blah. And
he was so scary, I couldn't look away. I was like afraid to look away.
That's the thing. People don't realize because he was so unassuming, he was Bozo the Clown that we were used to watching, but then he fucking opened his mouth and he had the teeth. And it was terrifying as a kid.
The eyes, the blood.
Yeah. But it's like, but Skarsgård is that character now.
Oh yeah.
And it's like kind of what you're talking about. You cast the right person and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because like he's absolutely. I love Tim Curry. I was just talking to Annie about this because she's like, she got offended about somebody said that Skarsgård did better or whatever, and she's a big Tim Curry. Which I love Tim Curry. I think he's great. Just
because he was good in Rocky Horror doesn't mean every gay person has to like fucking ride. He was, I get it.
He was great in everything. Like I love Clue. It's one of my favorite. But
he did a lot of great shit.
Like, Tim Curry's great, and I thought he was a perfect Pennywise.
Fucking great in Home Alone too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
he's a great character. He can literally do no wrong, and he was great in Rocky Horror. But I feel like there's this subset of like because he was a transvestite. It's like the gay community is like you cannot say anything wrong.
Yeah.
It's like
my thing is like
Taylor Swift. It's like they ride for their people. I mean, she does like that.
I know.
They ride for their people. Real hard.
He was perfect in the role of Pennywise for that thing. Like I recently we watched both the 2017 and the chapter 2. We watched the new ones, and then we went and watched the TV series, their miniseries or whatever. While we were watching Welcome to Derry, and like that whole movie is absolutely kind of dog shit, honestly. Like the miniseries, like the only good redeeming part was Tim Curry after watching it after all these years.
I love a lot of the actors in it. I thought they were great.
I do too. But
the kid actors in it, the one boy, the blonde head that plays what the fuck, Georgie's brother, Bill.
Yeah. I think the acting was okay. The actors were okay, but like the script was too long and it was too drawn out, and it felt like it was a 3-week long movie. You know what I mean? Like it was just too long and the pacing was stupid. But like Tim Curry, I feel the actors aren't terrible. Like I like Seth Green as Richie.
Oh yeah, he's great too. Yeah,
yeah. Like I actually read he wanted to come back in the remake. He wanted to play adult Richie in the remake. I thought that would have been cool.
But they got Bill Hader, and how can you say
Bill Hader was amazing.
He was amazing.
He was so good.
So good.
But it's like it was. I don't know. Rewatching it, I was just like, that Tim Curry was good, but like Skarsgård just completely changes the role.
So good.
And I'm usually a hipster with shit. You know what I mean? Originals, blah blah blah. But like, you can't top what he's doing,
or the budget, or the Muschiettis, and how serious they are about it, and how they want it to be good.
You can tell that they're really big fans of the Stephen King Macroverse or whatever. But like in the movies, I was like, yeah, Skarsgård's pretty good. But this show has cemented him. Like, holy shit, he's so good. And he, like, no spoiler, but he doesn't even show up until halfway through the series. You know, as Pennywise.
Yeah, but he's in there the whole fucking time, and it's great.
He does a lot of, it's a shape shifting. They really go into the shape shifting. Like
they go into the whole universe. See, I think that's the difference between watching this show and watching the miniseries. Which, first off, we have to remember, it wasn't like a movie; it was a miniseries.
It was a TV series.
That's part of the reason why it was drawn out. We're not watching the original format. But like part of it for me is like all the beats they hit all the story.
It was only 2 episodes though.
Yeah, and but
they hit really long,
really long. So yeah. But they hit all the story beats of this shit. But the difference was they weren't really, like you said, the Macroverse. They weren't really trying to hit all the like cool shit,
all the other Stephen King
all the
stuff.
Other shit, and even the movies, like they have references to like the Turtle God and references to random shit that you don't.
Welcome to Derry is crazy because it's literally the Stephen King multiverse. They're bringing in so much shit from different stuff. Like I said, I don't want to ruin it. You should definitely watch it though because it's really
one
good.
of the main characters. This doesn't ruin anything because it's very very commonly known. But one of the main characters is fucking
Dick Halloran from The Shining. Yeah,
you see him. He's in Derry,
but it's 20 years before the events of The Shining.
It's so cool. You're gonna love it.
The only thing I've really seen other than Jordan's told me that I should watch it before.
My bad.
Is I saw like this TikTok video of this guy's theory that that show proves that Stranger Things and it are in the same universe because the guy
Bill, what's his name that could do the what is it fucking what's his name from Rudy.
Yes,
Rudy from fucking he said something about he was terrified by a crown when he lived in Maine or something like that. Yeah. Which I love that reference because it tells, because the Duffer Brothers loved Stephen King and they loved it.
When I first watched Stranger Things, you could tell it was like a love letter to that. You know what I mean? They were trying to make it.
I think it was just like a nod that he had played that character.
Yeah.
Then it was like a.
The Duffer Brothers had said that originally when they wrote Stranger Things, they wanted to do like a time jump like it. Which I think is cool. Did you like Welcome to Derry? Like, did you enjoy the show? Because obviously, if he watched it, you're probably sitting there fucking. Were you a big fan of it when you were a kid, or yeah?
No,
you like
not
scary
really.
shit.
I wasn't really into it when I was younger. I'd never seen the originals.
No. Damn, you didn't even see like.
I mean, he had turned them on. And I was like, "This is stupid," but it was because campy. I didn't grow up with
looking
it.
at it from now,
like,
it
was. Like you guys are like a year older than me. Like I didn't have any siblings. Like
my mom was huge into Stephen King, so
I wasn't allowed to watch at a really young age when it came out.
Yeah. Like I watched that originally when I was probably 4 years old or something. And it terrified me because I was used to watching Bozo the Clown. And he looked like Bozo. Yeah. But then he come up out of the fucking drain and he opened his mouth and the teeth and everything, and it was terrifying as a kid.
See, I liked Bozo.
The opening scene.
I did too,
but I never watched it, so.
Yeah,
opening scene was.
But you watch the opening scene now, and it's like you could tell they were restricted by the TV budget and stuff. And actually listening, so I listened to the podcast too. I haven't listened to the last episode actually, but they do a podcast like every HBO show. After every episode, they talk about it, whatever. And they talked about how during they were talking about the original series because they had similar things because they wanted to do some stuff in the movies that the network didn't want them to do or whatever, and apparently that's a big thing with the original the TV series. They had a whole bunch of stuff that was written for that series or for the miniseries that was put the kibosh on it by ABC because it was going to be a TV thing. So they had to really like strip the thing down to whatever.
I miss the feel of. I mean, we grew up in the best time for. I mean, obviously, cinema is dying. We all know this. Like, we're seeing what's happening with WB. We're seeing what's happening with streaming, and Netflix is going to take over WB. Like, this shit is serious. Like the whole idea of going out to a movie is dying. So, like, they have to, like, series have taken over. But I remember being a kid, like, you could watch, like, a shitty series and really enjoy it because, like, you didn't have, like, now I almost like it's like an embarrassment of riches in a way. Like, we've gotten, like, you know, it's an embarrassment of Richies. We've got so many Richies in it now.
Too many Richies.
Now we have 4 Richies. We used to only have 2 Richies. Now we got 4 of them. And they used to be redheads. Now they're cool kids from Stranger Things. But yeah, are you guys gonna? I mean, I know you like the Stranger Things, but you're like, you kind of out of it. Are you out of it now?
I fell out of it after I watched
first season.
I watched the first season. I started to watch the second season, then I fell out of it. and I just didn't care anymore.
I loved it.
It didn't grab me.
But I haven't watched the other one because I'll start to turn it on. He'd be like, oh, I don't want to watch that.
It's very much a kid show. Like, do your daughters watch it? Are they into it at all? How about your?
I don't.
You're into it?
I watch it. I haven't watched the new season yet, but I watched 1 through 4.
It's part of like what I've talked about before. Like we always get into. It's my Andor problem. Mm-hmm. I watched it when it was coming out, and then at some point I got behind, and I don't like binging stuff.
Yeah,
I can't binge watch a TV series or something. Like now I can sit down and watch a 2 or 3 hour movie, no problem.
Yeah,
because I know that there's a beginning and ending, and I know, okay, for the next 3 hours I'm in this movie. That's fine. But like if I got to sit there and watch, 8 or 10 episodes that are hour long each, like I can't binge like that, and unless I'm on a schedule, like just like with the Welcome to Derry, I watched it once a week. It would come on for an hour, and I would watch that episode. Next week I'd watch that, and I can keep up with it there. But if at a certain point, if I get 5 or 6 episodes behind, it's so hard for me to get back into it, and it's like, I don't know. That's why, like with Fallout, I'm the same way. Like I watched that first episode the first night, even though she fell asleep, because I knew if I didn't, I'd get behind it. I don't want to get behind on that show. Yeah. So
I think there's a motivation to some of them. If they don't get you early too, I think that's part of it. Because there's been a lot of shows I found way after the fact. Like there's a show called Evil. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this shit. It's kind of wild, but it's got a pretty good cast and it's an interesting show. Shelby and I started watching that, and then we're watching, of course, the greatest show that's ever been created. It's called Married at First Sight. If you guys like watching ridiculous shit, it's the funniest fucking shit. I just love watching miserable people find out that they waited this long to get married because they're not good at it. They think they're like, oh well, the experts are going to set me up with somebody perfect. No, it's because you're not like marriage material. I apologize to tell you that, but if you can't find somebody in the world to marry you that's good enough for you, you're not going to find them if somebody just picks them out for you. Like, it's an insane show, but yeah, that's what we've been binge watching. Obviously, we finished. Pluribus's final episode's coming out. They're dropping it early. I think that's a show that I know you're not going to get into because you hadn't started it. But if you ever decide that you want to watch a show that's like hour-long episodes, you don't have to watch them all in one night. You can watch them but move on.
I'll tell you.
I like binge watching things because I can get it all done at once.
I'll tell you a story.
I don't like that. But.
So
I mean, I can get it all done like
if you want. You don't want a cliffhanger if you don't have to.
I remember this video.
That's the problem
for this.
Okay, what's back in about 2010, I think.
Yeah.
I walked into my house at the time. I was living with Jay and Alex. I had a couple of roommates, and Jay had just gotten back from the military. He just got home or whatever, and so he didn't have like a job or anything. So that's actually how I got into Call of Duty like hardcore, because he would just play it all the time, and I would just start playing with him. But anyways, I walk in one time, and he was watching the show called Prison Break. It had just hit like Netflix. And at the time, streaming wasn't as big, obviously, but whatever. Like Netflix had just started the streaming thing or whatever. But anyways, he was watching it, and I sat down and I got hooked into the show. Well, the show had been on for a couple of years or whatever, so there was like 3 seasons out. So he would just binge watch the shit because he didn't have a job. So like I ended up getting really hooked into the show, and I could not turn away.
Oh yeah.
And it locked me in, and it's like I would watch until I'd fall asleep. I'd get up, go to work, get home, watch Prison Break until I'd fall asleep. And it literally took over my life, and I think it's like some kind of chemical in my brain that I couldn't stop because of all the cliffhangers. And it was like as a cliffhanger,
that show, it particularly though used
they built it like
they
that.
used that plot device the entire. That's why I stopped watching it. I liked it, and then I got to the point where I'm like, you guys are just fucking baiting me.
The first like 2,
not the good kind of match.
First 2.5 seasons are really good, but then we got really stupid.
Well, they ended up in fucking Panama. That's what.
But I like the Panama series. I like it just because the guards from the first season end up there. Anyways, but
yeah, that's why I'm like, come on, this shit's so fake. I'm like, at that point, I was like,
you got to
and he like
you got to suspend disbelief.
He'll start watching it again. I'm like, oh.
Well, no. The reason being is because of that. That's why I don't do it now, because it literally activated a chemical in my brain, and I could not stop, because it's like well, okay, there's a cliffhanger. I could stop. Well, I got to find out what happens, and it's just like
the handless dude. I hated him too.
But it just got to the point where I that's why I don't binge shit now, because like I have to stop myself. So now it's like if I'm watching something, I'll watch a movie. I like watching movies because it's like 2 hours, whatever. Then I'll go do something else. But like I hate just sitting there and just watching TV for like 3 hours. Like I feel like if I have this much free time, I could be doing something else. I could be creating something or playing video games. I'd rather play video games than watch TV anytime.
I feel the same way. So it's I don't watch TV. I typically
only watch
it before
watch
bed.
Like that. Like I will watch an episode a day, or something like that.
I don't have the discipline to do that.
It's like if I get free time, that's what I'm gonna do.
If I get free time, I'd rather play a video game because it's more mentally stimulating.
At work or something. If I'm like doing something with my hands or doing something where I don't have to complete. I don't really pay attention to shows that I watch anyway, because I just listen.
Yeah. Like when I'm doing something like that, when I'm making a flyer or something like that, I put on podcasts. So it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like I just want something that I can listen to while I'm doing something else. But if I just have free time, if I'm just sitting there just watching something, I'd rather be playing a game.
I can't do that with movies. Like you've seen it.
Oh, I know. I like watching movies just because it's I could be like, okay, for the next 2 hours, this is what I'm doing. I'll focus on it. And I just like movies. I like a complete story kind of thing. With TV shows, they get so crazy. Like The Boys is another example. I loved that show, but I didn't end up watching the last couple seasons of it because I just kind of fell out of it and I just couldn't get back in. And now there's so much of it, it's overwhelming.
Too. They used to when we were younger, when they did TV shows, they would put a new season out every year. Like it would be a new season, and it'd be a ton of episodes.
If it goes 2 or 3 years, I'm like, oh, and I don't remember the show now. And I'm like,
Stranger Things is
that's one of the ones I'm halfway through.
Yeah, I loved The Boys. I thought it was like the coolest concept ever, and I loved the direction and the characters. It was such a fucking great show, but for some reason I just fell out. It's insane to me. Like the same thing with Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was incredible for the first like 4 or 5 episodes, and then I fell out, and then like I've gone back and tried to watch the whole thing, and I've watched the first couple episodes and fell out of it again, and then
that's how I was with Dexter.
It's a great show. I watched Dexter too.
Everybody says that Dexter's so good in the ending, and I'm like,
I just can't get to the end because
the ending of Dexter. That's one of my favorite shows.
So I'm like,
I hate the
and then
ending.
I heard that it was bad, so I was like, why would I watch it?
Yeah.
Like, what was it? What was that show? I spent forever watching Grey's Anatomy for an entire summer.
There's if you did not watch Grey's Anatomy when in 20 years ago, there's no point. You'll never catch up.
Yeah.
Right?
I got to the point where I got right to the point right before the airplane and they started changing characters and I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I watched there's a YouTube video that you'd probably enjoy because it goes into the I've never watched Grey's Anatomy, but it goes into it's a breakdown of the direction style and the filming and like the way that they did the pilot episode of it. And I was like, I watched that video and I was like, man, I need to watch this show apparently because like it was really fucking well done.
Was also
from that point of view, but
I was also really into House and stuff too, so it was very similar to that.
Yeah, like House if it was about bitches.
Yeah,
good. They did. Did you watch The Pit?
I've heard a lot about that, but I never.
You'd love The Pit.
What's The Pit?
The Pit. It's a really cool. I think probably Jeremy talked. So Jeremy told me about it. He's in our band, obviously. Graygarden. If you guys don't know, we will be playing
Graygarden
at North End Pub on January 10th. Yes, you are. And I will allow it. I'm just kidding. And we'll also be at the Coterie on the 16th. Come check us out. Both free shows. If you can't, Jeremy's in our band. He's a buddy of ours. We saw him last night. He told me about the show called The Pit, and it was on HBO Max. And I put it on, and I tried to watch it, and I was like, this fucking sucks. And I turned it on because I was like, this is stupid. I was watching it when I was falling asleep. I think that was part of it.
Oh yeah.
And then later on, I was like, Shelby, I couldn't find shit to watch, and I was like, Jeremy says this show's good. I like weird hospital shows, like if they're good.
Usually Jeremy knows. Usually if he says something's pretty good, usually it's decent.
And so I fucking put it on, and we sat and watched it. And Shelby and I got hooked to the point that we got caught up, and we were waiting on a weekly episode.
What's it about?
It is I think it's 12 episodes, and it's a 12-hour shift at a hospital, and everything crazy happens in this 12 hours. So you watch the dude come into the shift. And you get the beginning hour, and then the next is another hour. So you see 12 hours of a day in a hospital, but it's an ER, and it's crazy, and all the shit that happens, and they kind of except for like instead of it being like goofy, and there's like almost like it's so dramatic, and a lot of the all the characters are really well written, really, and they're all like different archetypes, so you get like a really good sense of every person that they're written. I think the person that wrote it was the same person that did what's the long-standing hospital show? Not Grey's Anatomy, the other one.
ER?
ER. The person wrote this.
General Hospital.
Yeah, not that one. The one with the one they used to have George Clooney.
George Clooney, yeah, it's ER.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the guy that wrote ER.
Is that still on?
I don't fucking know.
And one of the guys that was on ER actually is in the show. But then they have the people in this movie, they're all so fucking, like all the actors, they play their role so well. So like they have like one is a doctor who's going through like a fucking family crisis with her kids and like is fighting her ex-husband, but she's also on like house arrest. So she like, so there's an issue with that. One guy is like, you know, on pills, but you don't know he's on pills the whole time. Like he's like stealing drugs. Like it's crazy. And you find all this over. And at the same time, they have a mass casualty event while they're there. A kid comes in with the measles, like all the craziest shit you'll ever imagine. One of the fucking nurses gets punched in the face, like by a customer. Like it's an insane show and all the different threads, and it's all supposed to be 12 hours, and it really does a great job of keeping you entertained the entire time. If you get through the first episode, I feel like it'll just keep you going, and you can binge it if you want.
Well, the question is, okay, so he says 12 episodes.
Yep.
Is it done now? Just only 12 episodes?
So they did 12 episodes. Damn it. Here's the crazy. No, here's
if there was 12, I could probably, No, you
can.
If I know it's going to end.
There's 12. It is. The day ends. Okay. It is over. They have it's a fully resolved, and then the next season it's another 12 hours. So, and the cool thing about this show is I think it dropped in like spring of last year, maybe like the like February. They're dropping a season every year. They're not going to do that weird shit where there's a big jump in between. They're going to do 12 episodes a year. You're going to see it, and the newest season drops, I think, in the end of January. So if you catch up now, the newest season, and like I said, the acting, they won a shit ton of awards in all the award places because of how well it was.
I've heard a lot about it.
What streaming services?
HBO Max. Yeah, HBO Max has all the good shit.
Every show you recommend is HBO.
No, because Poor Us is on Apple, and so is Severance, and a lot of Apple has some really good shit too. And there's a lot of shit on Apple that people really like that I can't get into, like like the one that did really well this year. One of the ones that the Seth Rogen show, where it's about Hollywood. I can't get them sucking each other. They suck their own dicks. It's funny. There's some funny moments, but like when I'm watching it, I'm like, this is literally them writing a movie for themselves. Like, let's watch let's write a series about us, and we're gonna make it quirky and interesting. It makes me. It's like that corporatism bullshit. I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You enjoying your earbuds right now? You're hearing everything in HD. What?
Earbuds.
Your earbuds in right now.
My headphones?
Yeah.
They're hurting my head.
Why?
I don't know. They squeeze my head.
Is it because you have such a tiny little pea head?
Probably.
That's why I told her head's too small for him.
You get the same one.
I have the same exact one. I've had these for 10 years. I fucking love them.
Like,
I need you to do Sean
temples.
a favor because I was going to help him, but he wants to get his own too.
I want to get my own set of headphones.
Yeah.
I recommended these to Cortni because I love them, but like she...
Did you like the ones when you used those? Did you like them?
I don't think I've ever used. No? I typically use yours at comedy and here.
Yeah, hers were at the house. I just brought both of these this time. So
smart.
They're Sennheiser HD 280s. They're only like $100, but they're fucking.
See, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know
about
that.
the budget I wanted to stay.
They have higher end ones too, but like these, I've used these for drum tracking. I use them for recording. I use them for podcasting. Like I fucking love them. But again, if your head's really small, so I can feel how they're probably smashing.
They're like squishing me.
Yeah.
When I wear my glasses, it's worse.
See, I like how they're tight because it rejects everything. Like I said, I use them for recording too. Mine are also probably more broken in. As you can see, like my cable is like crazy stretched out because I've had them forever, but
he likes how tight they are and how stretched out they are.
Anyway, Sennheiser.
That's why
we're not sponsored by Sennheiser, but
that's why you love me.
Well, I do want to before we call quits. I do have a couple things I need to throw out. The first one is not that one. This one. The first one is I will be in Delphi on the 24th of January at 8 p.m. at the Doghouse with Terry Shepard, with Daryl Hogquist Jr. and Kyle Bates, who we love. We love Kyle Bates, and it's a Justin Seymour show. So come check that out if you want. It's free to get in as well.
Hey, I took 2 of those pictures.
You absolutely did. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun to see? Isn't that fun to see you? And then of course the main one is obviously we're all going to be at the live album recording show for Stephen Riley, Arachnodactyly. The features on that are John Mulhill, Stratton Smith, and Sohail Ali, and that's going to be at the Whit Theater on January 31st, 2026. The Kokomo Press will be producing that show, producing the special with the help of Saturn Storm Media and Matty Crull. We're very, very excited. It's the first time we've ever done something like this. I think it's the first time we've ever done you've done some live events and shit.
I've filmed a lot of live, but I've never done a comedy show.
It's going to be so interesting. Like following one person.
Yeah.
Woo.
It'll be fun.
Ah.
It'll be easy.
We're all going to be running cameras there, so.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, you excited?
Courtney doesn't know anything about it, though.
No, she does. I had a whole rundown with her.
I already talked to him about it.
I talked to her.
Because my boyfriend refuses to talk to me about things.
Hey, I'm a hired gun here. I'm a hired gun. Saturn Storm Media is general contracting.
I'll be a hired gun on the 27th, so it'll be fun.
Exactly.
We're gonna mess around.
For the Arachnodactyly show, Jordan's my boss.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
For the Doom Room show, I'm your boss.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna see how nice he is to me on the 27th. If he's mean to me, I'm just kidding.
So mean.
I can direct and be nice.
Nah, yeah, I'm
no, you can't.
I'm a lot better at taking direction because
she takes everything personally. Like I like to stab at her, and I'm like, no, I'm just trying to get the job done.
Blurring the lines between boyfriend, girlfriend, and employer, employee. It's kind of tough, you know. That's why you can't date your secretary.
The difference is here's the thing.
You just fuck them.
Yeah.
I don't treat you badly, but the thing is, I treat you just like I treat everybody else, and you expect me to treat you better.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I'm your girlfriend,
and I'm not going to do that.
You're supposed to be nice.
No. When we're doing business, you're not my girlfriend.
I'm just a little girl.
Oh my god. When we were doing business, when we're making money.
No.
I am not doing that. We are not boyfriend, girlfriend. We are just associates.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, we are associates.
We are business associates.
No.
Business associates.
No.
You guys are just business associates.
Me and Jordan are friends, but like on the 27th, we're not.
Jordan doesn't put your penis in his mouth.
We need to work.
You don't know that.
Well,
hey.
It's not that we're not friends, but like we're going to be working together. And like if I tell Jordan, hey, I need this, he's going to understand, okay, this is for the show. Just like if on the Arachnodactyly, if he says that to me, like, okay, I get it.
Let's be fair, Matty.
I can take
this
direction.
is the stuff Cortni does at the show she runs. So, of course, she doesn't see it the same way we do.
She expects preferential treatment.
This is one of my favorite photos ever, like you guys together, like doing the
screen.
It's so cool. Oh, fuck me. My bad. I thought I pressed it. My bad. These photos are so awesome of you guys. Who took these photos? These are fucking phenomenal. Whoever took them did it. Oh, it was me. I took these ones.
You did.
But you did set
Good
that
thing
for
I
your
have all the
wedding.
settings right.
Yeah. She's going to take. I knew she was going to take that. So hear how I was trying to preemptive it. But yeah, it was a fun night, man. We did have a good time. Look at all these people.
I missed it because I fell on my ass in the ice.
I know. I felt bad.
That
I was like,
that sucked.
I get KJ. I have a black friend, everybody. Just kidding. All the photos from that night were really fucking good as well. So, other than that, man, I want to thank you guys for hanging out, man. This has been a fun podcast. That's actually probably been the longest one we've had in a while.
I'm sorry.
I'm so
it's
tired.
Great. She's so exhausted.
I brought up a lot of shit.
I'm so hungry.
We were shooting this on a Saturday night, and it's not even 9 p.m. You are barely done.
There was one thing, one other thing that I was going to bring up. We were talking about Welcome to Derry, and it made me think about it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was good podcast banter. Michael Howard said this to me the other day.
Oh, shit.
And I know, you know what's going on. No, but we were talking about Welcome to Derry, and he was like, what would Pennywise turn into if he was trying to eat you? And I was like, that would be a fun something to talk about for a minute. But what do you think? Like, what do you think?
What's the epitome or the embodiment of your fear?
Yeah, like how he turns into no spoilers, but like Lily's dad. You know what I mean? Like, or he turns into what would season you up to where you taste better to his fear?
Yeah,
I thought that was an interesting
question. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think. Like, what is a fear that I have that? Because like I think one of the interesting things I did read about it is it's a lot harder to make that. The reason why it's a lot easier for Pennywise to go after kids is because kids' fears are a lot more tangible,
right?
Physical.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah.
With adults, our fears are a lot more like I fear all the bills. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's all like situational and very like hypothetical situations.
It's not like physical beings.
So
and that's what I said too.
Put yourself as a child and like when you were a kid. Well, I think that's I'd have to think that, and I think for me, if I had to think of something as a kid that my babysitter molested me again, be my babysitter probably.
Yeah.
See,
what I ended up getting to with mine, because I said the same thing. I said it's hard to do that because my fears aren't tangible; they're not physical, whatever. But that I thought about it some more, and like honestly, it would probably be me. It'd be myself, but like drunk and abusive.
Oh shit!
Because one of my biggest fears is I don't want to become my father. You know what I mean? And so like I feel like if he's a mirror image of me, but I'm drunk and abusive, like it's kind of fucked up. Like I don't know, maybe I'm getting a little too trauma dumpy here, but
no,
like,
that's cool. I mean, it's an interesting.
That's like my biggest fear. It's like I don't want to be an abusive fucking asshole.
Hey, Pennywise, my biggest fear is really really tight pussy. Imagine Pennywise accidentally fucks up, turns into some tight pussy, and then you're just like,
he's gonna go home and beat the shit out of me, and I'm just like,
no, I'm not drinking tonight. So it's
not drinking.
I don't drink at all, but that's the whole thing.
Or what if like yours would be like you're trying to drink, you think you're drinking water and you don't realize you're drinking drinking liquor, and then you're like, you can't be satiated, and then you end up drunk, and then abusive, and then it turns on yourself.
Well, mine is my dead kids.
Yeah. You have dead kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I do have dead kids, but like.
Oh, Jesus.
It would be like
your kid. It'd be like Castiel as a zombie.
Kids being dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, your kid's dying.
Yes.
Yeah. See what I mean? That as adults, it's like not. What about you, Sean?
That's hard to be scared though, because then you're like, well, you're not. I can tell you're not my kids because they're not actually dead. Now, if they died and then they came back, that'd be a little different, Yeah. But I don't know. It's kind of a weird question, but
you have a penultimate fear.
I think it would be like gonorrhea.
Exactly. There you go.
Not again.
God damn it, Sean.
That's a good one to end on, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't have a podcast anymore because this is something that I would have asked on my podcast if I had one anymore. But
it's a good question. I think I think you think that concept of like not being able to tell because you're not a kid. Like as a kid, I think it would be a lot more like I was afraid of a lot of shit as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I remember being like scared of stupid shit. Like my basement was creepy as fuck. I hate to go down there. I feel like I would have got pulled down there in some way, and he'd have been like somebody would have. Like it would have been like a kitten or something. Like, oh, there's a kitten, and I'd shut up down there. Or like one of my dogs, puppies. Like I'm like, oh, there's a puppy, and it'd be like, hey, Jordan, come here. I'm no fucking radio.
You want a balloon?
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
I'm turning into your friend. And he's like turning my molester and like,
oh, Jesus Christ!
Like here we go. Pennywise never molests the kids. You ever notice that?
That's true.
He's not attracted to them. He just wants to eat them.
Yeah, I think he seemed attracted. Like when he's drooling like that, though. Like when he's like,
well, when he says to, well, shit, it's kind of a spoiler. Yeah. Not really. He says to Lily, Marge, I always wondered how you tasted.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like, that's creepy, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What? Yeah.
But he's talking about her as an adult. But
yeah. Well, I know next year Sean and I for Halloween are going to be dressing up as the red M&M and the yellow M&M.
I'm going to be the peanut M&M.
Me and Cordy talked about I was going to be Pennywise and she was going to be Georgie.
That would be good
because I'm going to eat her later.
Put you in like the little
she'll be like a little red balloon.
She just gets to get a nice little fucking what is it called, a red raincoat. You just get a yellow.
She really
I'm Pennywise and you're Georgie.
How about your Pennywise?
I'm going to eat you later.
Oh God,
Pennywise and Periwinkle.
Yeah, she just wants me to dress up like Pennywise because she got a crush on him. She gets turned on watching him. Yeah.
Can you make your eye
only Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise though?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, I did want to say this earlier, and I fucking forgot to say this. Did you know who they originally cast as Pennywise in the new before they got Bill Skarsgård?
I feel like I read this, but I don't remember.
It's the kid from the Millers. We're the Millers. The guy that.
Oh yeah. That dude.
He's a great actor. He would have fucking. I remember them announcing.
He does have a creepy face.
Actor, and he could have murdered that. But I think Bill Skarsgård has a very he has that Eastern European look that makes him look foreign. I think,
and he could do the eye thing without any prosthetics or anything. It's so crazy. Yeah.
I remember I had a friend in high school that used to be able to do that really well. I actually learned how to do it. I learned how to do the cinnamon, but I can't really do it as well. But I used to fucking do it.
Yeah, so I can go to the middle, but I can't go out.
Yeah.
Anyways, dragging it on even longer. I apologize.
Drag show.
I don't have a podcast anymore. I have to.
Yeah. Hold on.
I haven't been on a podcast actually.
Hold on. Wait. They make gay popcorn now? All right. Sorry. I had to do that. It's a popcorn tin with Bud Light on it. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out this week. Of course, my co-host, because she hasn't been the co-host in a while, is Cortni Richardson.
It's me.
Wait, we didn't even introduce ourselves at the beginning. That's kind of funny.
I was going to do that afterwards, but that's not a big deal. You guys will find out that we've already done that kind of in the beginning.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I am the host of the podcast. I'm Jordan Grainger. I had a fun time this week with my co-host, Cortni Richardson, hanging out in the studio, and of course my other co-host, it's Sean D. Look at him.
What's up, guys?
2 comedy clubs next month, and the great Matty Crull, aka Saturn Storm Media.
I don't know about great.
Go follow him. This has been a great episode. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with the Kokomo Press Podcast this week. Bye. Have a good Christmas. Thank you for watching the Kokomo Press Podcast. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, and tell all your friends about it, because when people know about us, we get to continue to bring new, great, exciting things to you. And if you really want to support us, you can actually go on to Facebook and you can become an official subscriber. It's only $4.99 a month, and you get a lot of access to us. You get to tell us good jokes, tell us all the things you want to, and you're going to get access to new videos, merch, all kinds of things. And if you just want to support us in another way, maybe wear a shirt, wear a hat, something like that, check out kokomopress.shop. It's a brand new store we have set up. It's got all our merchandise needs. It's going to have limited run t-shirts, limited run hats. Go check it out right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Kokomo Press on the Kokomo Press Podcast. See you soon. 2 kisses.